Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
And with the 36th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Las Vegas Aces select Angel Jackson from Jackson State University.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Y'all come on in, man. Apologize for the show delay. But today is tax day. Gotta get them taxes in, man. I had got snagged up, made a few extra dollars more than what I normally make. Boy, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, D? I love family.
Taxes whooped me this year, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They took a big old chunk out your boy. I gotta pay I gotta pay, but I ain't getting back what I thought I was gonna get, but it's all right. Sorry about the delay. But man, hey, congratulations to Jackson, man. Getting drafted, man. Another, hey, Coach Reed got two of them now. That's two.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to say something about that too.
That roll.
And that is, man. What up, TD?
What's up, man?
That's a huge deal, man. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, she was selected higher than Amisha as well. And so
I don't know. I can't.
She's the 36th pick. So Ken, we have to put this in context because it's like the NBA draft only has 2 rounds. WNBA has 3, I believe, 3 rounds. But dude, listen, do you know how many? Can you just think off the top of your head, man? How many women D1 basketball players do you think there are in the country? Not D2, just D1.
Thousands.
No, it's about 5,000 players.
Absolutely, bro.
So understand this, man. We're talking about 5,000 at a minimum, 5,000 D1 basketball players. And out of the top players who came out this year, she's literally the 35th ranked player in the country. She was selected 35th overall. So what that shows is, man, 36, I'm sorry. So again, that's out of all the Power 5 programs. Again, she was slotted at 36 pick of the draft, man. Just goes to show, man, you can come to Jackson State, you can go to NHBCU and you can thrive, and you too can get selected. And guess what? That's not the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Had Angel probably been here another year earlier, Angel probably could have gotten the second round or possibly even the first. It can be done. So it shows you. And again, this is the second player in 3 years.
Well,
in 3 years.
not only is it the second player in 3 years, but it's also you add that to the 2 football players. That's 4 of our student athletes over the past 3 seasons that have been drafted into the draft. And that's pretty powerful, man. I'm not going to reiterate what you said, but I mean, you're spot on with it. Heading to the Las Vegas Aces, man, and I thought it was pretty dope. Asia Wilson, man, that's a WNBA champion. She done already welcomed her, like, hey, welcome. She done added her on social media. I thought that was pretty dope. Coach Tamika Reed, super proud, man. Said you have no idea how proud I am. Our second player to get drafted. Angel, I'm so sorry. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so proud of you, baby. She added Angel. If you guys aren't following her on Twitter, it's Hooper at _ Angel 15. Great job. Go do your thing. My HBCU. I know Coach Reed is proud. We're proud. And hey, man, TD, what's your thoughts, bro?
It is awesome, man. Congratulations to her. She deserves it. I hope she definitely get there and put a stamp on people and make a name for herself and make the roster. So congratulations to her. Great job by Coach Reed and her staff, for training her, getting her there, getting her prepared for this moment. I know her family proud, and I know her Tiger Nation family is proud of her as well. So congratulations to her. We want to see her do well, and I'm very excited for her. I'm very happy for all the young ladies. Definitely that young lady, and like Joe said, and it's always been said, if you got the talent to go with, the skills and the talent, you can be seen from anywhere. You can make it from anywhere. So again, congratulations to her, and we're definitely proud of her. So get out there and do your thing, young lady. Make the team, make the squad, and dominate like we know you can.
I'll say this: she had a great showing against UConn. Had a really good game, her and Tilly. And I tell you, man, that's why it's so important to get Coach Reed back and run it back because, I mean, you got Daphne returning, you got Avant returning, you got Tilly returning, and then you add some great pieces, bring in some good guards. I mean, you'll be right back there. And you're not going to tell me that seeing her on the big stage, balling against that number 5 pick, number 5 or 6, what's the name from UConn? God dog it, her name just slipped me. Aaliyah Edwards. Edwards got drafted. I think she went to the Mystics, if I'm not mistaken, the 6th pick. And she had a great showing. I mean, shucks, man. Angel was hooping, man. You know what I'm saying? I know some people were disturbed by the uniforms, but we was watching the game. I'm not but at the same time, they did their thing, man. And Vegas dropping some new jerseys, huh? What color are they? Never mind. We don't get into that. I'm gonna touch on that again because I did get a little bit more intel, but that'll be later on in the show. But yeah, man, congratulations to Angel. Man, we're absolutely just unbelievably proud of her getting 3rd round, 36th pick to the Las Vegas Aces, man, to the WNBA.
I think her defense was a catalyst to her, probably to her getting there, man, because
defense.
Yeah, I mean, she had almost double, pretty good rebounder, definitely blocking shots. She was a presence in the middle, even if she didn't block a shot, she altered the shot. And she has a nice little 5-6 footer jumper, so she's still on the board, man. So she has some room for improvement, but she has the ability, to improve what she needs to. So, definitely wishing her well.
I think when you get, she's going to be playing with the best big in the game. Asia Wilson, undoubtedly the best big in the game right now. When you get a chance to go have a teammate like that, as you said, hopefully she makes the roster. We know Amisha Williams-Holiday got drafted by the Fever, who had the number 1 pick again, had the number 1 pick last year too. So that team is in the process of constantly rebuilding. They obviously took Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese went 7th to the Chicago Sky. And it just goes to show you how much the WNBA and the women's basketball game is growing. And why not be ahead of the curve? You got the hottest coach in all of HBCU and head coach Tamika Reed at the helm. driving this thing into the next the next era of basketball. I thought the women's basketball game was way more exciting than the men. We knew more names probably than the men. So great time, man. Great time for women's sports, man. And I'm happy about that. And it's pretty good. But it's always good when Jackson State is. I just thought about something. Hey, I'm sitting there looking at this photo, right? And there's actually the photo came from the game that they played in the NCAA tournament. And obviously they got the uni on that seems to create a stir. I got to give a huge shout out to Coach Tamika Reed for, seeing her kind of put some commentary out there saying, hey, look, man, hey, the time is now, man. It's trendy. It's hot right now. And I think sometimes us as fans and alums need to just let the coaches do what they do. She gave a phenomenal example for those who don't like accent uniforms. I'm not ranting and raving anything like that tonight. I'm just making points. She used the Tennessee Volunteers as an example. They got a baby blue uniform, TD, and that's not their color. It's just an alternate. They just grabbed the third color, created an alternate. They've been wearing it for years. People accepted, okay, the women play in another color. And she was like, why not have a uni? The kids love it. Her team loves it. It's trendy. Most colleges have a third color that they're working with alternates, and it doesn't take away from what the school colors are. So I understand that, folks that feel the way that they feel, but you also got to listen to the other side of it. And I just thought that was pretty cool. So, but anyway, congratulations to her. Man, got a lot that we did want to get on. Like I said, not going to have a show on Wednesday. I'll just go ahead and tell you guys that now. This is going to be a very challenging week for myself and my family or whatever. It may not. I don't plan on having a show on Friday either. Just going to get through this week. It's going to be a tough one. It's been a tough week already. But at the same time, Zoe, that does not mean that we possibly won't jump on this thing and go live now. We may not have a show, but, given, the portal opens tomorrow officially, today is Portal Monday. We got players already entered their names into the portal. I think we got a few of them so far. But at the same time, the official dates is tomorrow and it closes on April the 30th. So I'll pause, let you guys jump in, and then we'll continue on with the show.
Nah, man, just portal. I mean, we have 4 going today?
From a portal standpoint, let's do it this way. What's up, Bruce? Bruce entered the portal. Noah Bouye. Hate to see these young fellas go. They was part of the freshman class last year. Bruce, 3-star kid. These are good kids, man. They all both gonna have four good years of eligibility left. And they put their statements out. We wish them well. We love these kids, man. We love you guys. We thank you for representing Jackson State, coming to the, the blue and white nation. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just want to make sure that folks that are paying attention understand that not every player that enters the portal this week is gonna, or this over this 2-week period is gonna be their choice. Some players are gonna hit the portal because they some players are gonna enter the portal voluntarily and some involuntarily. I won't get into all the specifics or whatever the case may be, but these are two that I wait till you guys come back up, man.
My bad, because the AC on.
Yep, I turned my fan on too, bro.
But nah, man, today is first day of the portal opening. So I mean, I guess I can actually go ahead and say to a point to all of JSU Nation, just we have to adjust our train of thinking when it comes to the portal and just the whole process. You're going to revamp your roster every spring, and we should be acclimated to that now. And so there are going to be some players that we may personally, take a liking to as fans, or a player that we had high hope for, or anything of that nature that may actually get into the portal, and that's okay because again, every spring we should have adjusted. Now you're going to have players that's going to get in, but we also have some players that's actually coming in, and you can't get any players in into JSU without players going out. And
Correct.
so it's going to be a rotating door. It's our college version of free agency. That's basically what it is. And we're going to have to adjust to it. And again, Ken and I have a saying we've learned it years ago. We can't fall in love with them as much as it pains us to say it.
Still love them though, but you can't.
You love them, but you can't be in love with them. It's a difference.
That's true.
Because it's the nature of the beast. And that's why we come up with the mantra, once a tiger, always a tiger. And also let me state what I got everybody's attention as well, because Jincy, my nephew, came in and he made a post joking about being in the portal. And again,
and he shouldn't have done that though.
No, but that's fine. But JSU fans, I don't care what player it is, do not go into these players' Twitter pages saying stuff like "good riddance" and glad. Don't do that.
Have you seen that today?
Yes.
Wow. I hadn't seen that.
Look, let me see. Look, leave these kids alone. You don't have to like it. I'm not telling you not to. Look, you have the right to feel however you feel.
But you
can control what you say.
I don't want to cut y'all, but you know what I want to stop doing? And we gotta stop giving airtime to idiots. Like sometimes those few idiots that do stuff like that don't represent the mass majority of Tiger Nation. I just want to throw that in there, man. Because sometimes we'll pinpoint 2 or 3. You can't tell people to do what they pay. They do what they want to do, whatever the case may be. Great message. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Don't kill me in the chat. I just wanted to throw that in there because I have done it. I have fell victim to that too many times. I have put a loudspeaker on the negative aspects of things. And I just think that what happens is we drown out the good folk and the folk who do it the right way, the folk who are really good. And those people don't represent Jack State, because we really and truly do love these kids. We understand the nature of the business. It's a sensitive subject. Some of these kids ain't never going to play again. If we just being honest.
Yeah.
But I'll just shut up and let y'all jump in there, and then I'll give my thoughts on it, because I did tweet about it today. And
but to your point, no, it doesn't represent the masses. But again, it's just that at least while I'm on my soapbox, just let us be mindful of that. Because again, in a roundabout way, as good as our fan base is, as active as we are on social media, don't hinder us. Don't be a part of the thing that can actually be a negative eye to it. So we have a good we have good momentum. I love what we do, and all our recruits, when they come, they love the interaction that they get from our fan base, and that's to be commended. But please don't give us a black eye and don't ruin this. All that I'm saying. But again, those players are going to leave, and we're going to have some new players come in. It's free agency, and guess what? It's going to happen again. And even when this thing closes, we're going to have some more players who's going to come in over the summer. And then guess what? Some of these same players that we love is going to get remixed and reopened again come in the winter when December get here. So again, it's going to happen again. We just have to adjust. It's a new landscape of college football, of free agency, and it's happening every year. So again, these are good players. It doesn't mean, and let me just say this too, and I'll be quiet, let you go, TD. It doesn't mean that these aren't good players. A lot of these guys are good. Some of them won't play again. So a lot of them will. Some will move up, some will move down, some will stay pat, some will transfer within the conference. It's the lay of the land now. So again, it's not an indictment of whether they can play or not. It's not an indictment of, because some of them, look, to be frank, some of them chose to leave, some of them were asked to leave. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast right now. So we just have to adjust, our antenna to how we feel about it.
I'll go after you, TD.
Oh, okay. Well, man, I mean, we definitely want develop a liking and sometimes a loving for our players, because we always want to see the best for the university and the team, and so it get hard to see some of them leave. But you also have to think about whether it's voluntary or involuntary. It's just as hard on the coaches. You know what I'm saying? We all know these players from seeing them on the screen or on the field from a distance, but these coaches has been closing up personal with their families and everything else. So it's no laughing matter, no joking matter for whatever the case may be with the players leaving. And as stated, some of the players really love this game. And it's true. Some of them will never play the game again. Some of them will. So definitely be mindful on how, and the same way we receive them in, you wish them well as they go out, because at the end of the day, this game called football is going to stop, and those young men have to have life. People always remember how you treat them when they walked out the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, I wish the gentlemen who have exited the portal luck, in finding a home. I wish them well and success in their career. I hope they go somewhere and ball out, man. And I always remember, Tiger Nation, it's a business. It's not personal. So much love to those guys. We will always support them the best we can. And we like to see them doing well. So they'll be in my prayers, have my support. And most of all, young men, wherever you go, whatever you choose to do, you land somewhere else, get your books, get your education, and get your degree. Use football as an avenue to get where you really want to be in life as a man.
Hey, great points. Great points. I'll say this. I just want to add some perspective in relation to the business of college football when I look at this. The times are changing. It's a different world that we live in, that we see. I do want to say this, though, something for us to really consider. With the changes, you guys just saw that the NCAA is mulling over a rule where they're going to allow players to be able to transfer every single year and have eligibility. Now, in an FCS Division I AA conference, a SWAC HBCU conference, usually what tends to happen, TD and Zoe, sometimes when players enter the portal is because they had a really good season on your level and they want to elevate up and they want to go get a bag. It's all fair games. Now, let me say this. If the NCAA is going to allow players to leave at their leisure when they feel like it, they can go to 4 schools in 4 years and have eligibility every single year. I want to go up north. I want to try this East Coast thing. I want to go down south. And honestly, they can go seek a bag. It's just the nature of the beast now. But let me say this. There always is a flip side to everything. You know what that means? That means that if the players get to be eligible every single time they hit the portal, that means that what's going to happen, TD and Zoe, is that the coaches are going to start being real. It's going to be a much tighter cut. Every single year, they're going to trim. They are going to do roster rebuilding every year, all year, throughout the year. And what's going to happen is some players, I'm a fan of these two right here, which I think have tremendous upside, right? These two came to us as freshmen. They redshirted. They got 4 years of eligibility, right? Here's my point. Some players that you will get, they are better if you get them on the back end. You feel what I'm saying? It's better to get them on the back end, meaning they went somewhere else as a freshman and then they hit the portal later and then they come to you then. Because some players, when they go to other schools, they hit their peak, and their peak may still be lower Division I level. You have some players, you ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of getting them on the back end, so you'll do better off trying to grab them on the front end. And this is the business of college athletics now, where you got to gauge how you approach a freshman. Like Coach Mo came on the other day, he talked about you go for the gusto with some of these players. Some of these players, you may only have them a year or two, and you got to be okay with that. Some players, you might miss on them on the first go round. They go somewhere else, and you stay in touch with them, and they come back. It is what it is. I'll give you one player. And TD and Zoe just said something that's very important. Guess what? We got a player that committed on this time around. Guess who we was with initially? We actually had 2 players. Y'all remember Tim Stewart, who balled out for us this past season? Tim Stewart committed to Jackson State, and then he wound up leaving. Robert McDaniel, who just signed with Jackson State, committed to Jackson State as a freshman, TD and Zoe, and went somewhere else, and then he wound up coming back on the back end. So what I'm saying is that I really think we're going to look back later, because I understand folks are feeling how they feel, and they say, damn, man, we got to have quality depth. Some programs, y'all know this, are in win now mode. And if they don't necessarily have the depth and the ability to wait on certain players to develop. And then there's some players where there is no expectation of winning right away. And coaches are allowed to really build a program and just kind of do what they do. We're kind of one of those programs. Jack State one of them programs where we win now mode. And what the coaches have to do is try to figure out how can I make my roster better? With the conglomerate of players that we have, that we're going to keep, that we're going to go to war with, I gotta assess my soft areas, figure out how can I trim off a couple of scholarships because I got some other players. And I can just tell you like this right here, TD and Zoe, we all knew this was coming. We all knew this was coming. And I'm just tell y'all like this right here, there's more to come.
Hey, Ken, let me ask you and Zoe a question.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
With the new rules and the new portal, I mean, everything that they have in place, you know, I know it doesn't matter, may not matter to the players or, you know, to the fans or whatever. But what kind of stability and character does it build for the young men?
What do you mean? What kind of character does it build?
So again, if somebody don't hit the portal because they feel like they better than the man that's on the field, it doesn't teach them to work harder and show that they're the best player on the field. They get mad at the coaches because they feel like they called the wrong play. You know what I'm saying? Or their number wasn't called. And you quitting, in other words. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't feel like you're getting what you want. And you know that you have this rule in your back pocket. What type of stability and responsibility is it teaching these young men if they just can leave when things get rough?
Well, that's just the world we live in now. I was just talking to someone today on the phone, TD and Zoe, and I told them that the transfer portal is a false sense of security because when you get into the real world, there is no transfer portal when you meet adversity in real life. Now we see a situation where if they're hitting the portal due to adversity, TD, it's an easy way out. It's an easier way out. So that's going to take, some players are going to take a hit because they don't face. We all know that adversity builds character in certain instances. Sometimes it's not a good fit. Sometimes you have players that can leave for a greater opportunity. We're not talking about those in that particular instance. I see Tommy Burrell in the comment section. Here's what I ain't going to do. We are not the experts of Jackson State Tigers football. And they have a group of coaches that are with these players every single day. They assess them, they work with them, and they know all the ins and all the outs. So if a coach decides that a particular player that you might feel is whatever, based off of whatever rating, that means absolutely nothing when you get to college. Your high school rating doesn't mean a hill of beans. Sometimes you miss on kids. Sometimes it's not a good fit. Sometimes that kid get lost in the shuffle due to depth. It happens all the time. But the reality of the matter, to your question, TD, as I just stated, it don't do much for them. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I just think sometimes I'll give y'all an example. I'll answer it this way. I'm not going to mention this player name. Matter of fact, I am going to mention this player. He's on our roster right now. Y'all stood right there. Y'all remember what Coach TC told us. We have a player right now that started in the spring at linebacker. Shout out to Ashton Taylor, who came in as a walk-on. Coach TC got into his butt, told him, look, you are pissing away a great opportunity, son. You ain't taking advantage of your opportunity. That walk-on told Coach TC, hey, you know what, Coach? I'm going to prove you wrong. And guess what he wound up doing? We were told that he had probably arguably the best spring of anybody on the team. And guess what? He elevated his way. And you've seen people rally behind that. So you got some players that are going to take the adversity, take the tough criticism, TD, and they're going to rise up to the occasion and say, I'm going to prove you wrong. And they got some kids that are going to say, you know what? I'm better than what you say I am. I don't want to hear that. I'm going to leave and go find somewhere else to go. I'm going to shut up and let Zoe get in a little bit of this so I ain't just rambling. But I got a lot to say about this, and none of it is bad. It's just I have a mentality that I've had to adjust and learn how to adapt with the business of college sports. We love them regardless, but at the same time, we understand the business, and I'm going to just do what my dad had told me a long time ago. I'm going to leave room for error. It doesn't matter what I think. I am going to side with the coaches who are responsible for their program, who's building and who's shaping out their own rosters. If they say that this player doesn't fit their program or that particular thing, that whatever, and they start moving it around, hey man, I'm gonna just rock with them and just say, hey, let's rock and roll. It is what it is. Joe, you want to jump in there?
To your point, TD, I don't always think it's that black and white. Now, to answer your question, you're right. You're going to see some of that. Obviously, that kind of goes without saying. You're going to have it where some kids are running from adversity, but you had that even without a portal. You see what I'm saying? You're going to run into that, but it's so many different layers and so many different examples with this. Because again, like I stated earlier, a good portion of the kids aren't going to the portal because they want to go to the portal. Some are, but some are being asked. Some are being, made to go to the portal.
Escorted.
Escorted. They got to usher.
Some are being escorted to the portal, but also at the same token, every player that's going to the portal doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to the portal because they're running from adversity. It's correct. It's a myriad of things. Some could be as simple as I'm not feeling Jack State like I thought I was. Some could be I didn't feel like I got a fair shake. I felt like I gave it a good go and I gave my best effort. Yep. But for my reason, I can't move any. Some is definitely going to be, to your point, they're running from adversity. They're going to give excuses because you got to compete no matter where you go. But the point I'm getting at is that's why it's so black and white, because again, to the outside of us as fans, we see it. Oh, that kid's up in the portal. Oh, he don't want to be there. That kid's up in the portal. He don't want to be here. That kid's up in the portal. He's running for competition. It's low hanging fruit to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not getting on you. I'm just answering your question. So it's just like you do have a good portion of that. And then you're gonna have a new thing, TD, where it won't even be that they're running from competition. What to Ken's point, what you're really gonna run into I believe start next year on every level is chasing money.
Hell yeah.
I came here because I thought I was gonna get this amount of money and I ain't get it. I'm out because guess what? I might not get a guaranteed shot to get to the NFL, but I can guarantee myself while I'm in college. See what I'm saying? So you're gonna have that. I mean,
or TD, and so you paying a player a particular amount, and they say that amount is good, and then they turn around and somebody give them $1,000 a month more, and they gone. That's the nature of the beast. I'm just telling you like it is.
So to answer your question, man, it's a myriad of things.
For real.
For sure.
You're gonna have some of that. It's just that, it's a catch-22. I'm about to contradict myself. I want the players to get paid, but it muddied the water up. It really, really did. Because again, I hate to even quote Coach Prime, but it's true. It's like all these players are going to start chasing the NIL. You want them to chase the NFL.
Yeah.
You really do want them to chase the NFL because again, whatever money for the most part that you're going to get here or any other place, even it's going to be a 1%. Like even the best player at Jack State that makes the most amount of money, it's going to create some other problems within the roster. Certain kids feel like they should get more money. You know what I'm saying? It's a myriad of things. And again, it's like I'm glad the players are getting paid, but at the same time, it's parts of it that I don't like for that very reason. To your point, players are going to run from competition. Some players are going to take good coaching. Some players are solely going to chase the money. And you know what I'm saying? But they do deserve to get paid. They deserve every red cent they get. But the thing about it is every player didn't love the game like they say they do. It's hard to love sometimes, man, when you get rewarded for it early.
Hey, let me throw one in there, TD.
Go ahead.
Hey, y'all remember the big boy, the big freshman from Iowa, Caden Proctor, that was with Alabama?
Jumped in that portal.
Hey, listen, Nick Saban retired, bro. And he entered the portal, committed back to Iowa. I think he was committed for like a month or something to that effect.
It was 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's what it was. Listen, and he got a bag, TD. Not only did he get a bag for like the 2 weeks and all the stuff, all the money he garnered during that 2 week time frame for being committed to Iowa, Alabama came back with another bag, and get what he did? He entered the portal again, went back to Alabama.
Right back to Alabama.
And guess what? Got to keep every dollar of the money he made 2 weeks prior. So I'm just saying. Now, we laugh about that. We play around with it. We talk about it. In the end of the day, we're in
that's a dangerous game.
We are a Division I, AA, Division I AA, HBCU team, and playing the HBCU conference, right? So the rules are a lot different. Some of those players aren't even on our radar. They're not coming. That they don't even. We wouldn't touch them if we had a 10-foot pole. So you just got to work with what you got to work with in the spaces you have to work with. Some players you take all of them in. You see what you got with it. You see what you can get out of it. You see, however, whatever, whenever. And as I stated, these are two players. The only reason why I put them up there, and we're going to feature them. If we get we sit down and do a show, we're going to highlight all the players. Because I told Bruce, hey man, I'm gonna keep following you. I want to see, because I see Bruce, both of these players are Division I players in my opinion. Some players are late bloomers. Some players have to be developed into that. Both, in my opinion, positions of need right now. But obviously, we don't know what they got coming in. We were told we got about 15 plus players that are actually going to be coming in, and hey man. Coach is going to assess how they do. Keep in mind, we also had some changes in the coaching ranks. You can't expect things to stay the same when your coaches walk out the door. We had our defensive coordinator left. We had we promoted our defense DB coach up to DC. The O-line coach left. So in comes a new O-line coach. The wide receiver coach gets fired. In comes a new wide receiver coach. So you have a spring to get acclimated to these coaches and some of these personalities and some of these players. It's the nature of college athletics, and it changes. It happens. But I just want to say, man, we love Bruce. We love Noah. Gonna miss them, both of them. The Texas, come from that Texas wave, man. And I think Bruce is from St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken. But I think he played in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did play in Texas.
Cool.
And John Brown III, he entered the portal today. 4 years of eligibility. Another freshman. Didn't really play much. Neither of them actually really played much. And then Courtney Lyles from Southwest Community College, man, came in by way of Provine. Was there for just
signed. And just signed in this December signing class. Did the spring, decided that Jack State wasn't the spot for him for whatever reason. Had a conversation about it today. The linebacker coach left too. That's correct. Linebacker coach gone. He's the defensive coordinator now at LIU, Long Island University, LIU. So that was some major changes. The quarterbacks coach left, Coach Quinn Billerman. It's just a lot of different changes from what we initially had. But I just wanted to just kind of start there because these are the four that we, Courtney entered 4 or 5 days ago, but we had 3 to enter between yesterday and today. And there's more to come. I got names. I trust me when I say I already know of some that's going to hit the portal, and some they're going to make some faces drop. We got some that's going to be like, oh, wow, okay. And so what I have to say is just prepare yourselves and just understand that not everybody that goes is going to be on their own. Some will go ushered, like TD said, and some will go because they just feel like it's a better opportunity for them. We got players on the roster that's being poached and recruited by bigger programs, and I got a couple of, and it ain't the nonsense from last year. It's the nature of the beast. And you know what I tell a player, especially if they done graduated, got their degree, you can get a bag. By all means, go get your bag, baby. Said, please, just all at once. No, I don't have any emotions about the portal anymore. I don't. There's no player over there. I ain't gonna say there ain't no players, TD, because there's a couple players that I do gotta like in this. I want to see what they're gonna do. At least give me a year or two, something. One player I mentioned, and I hate to put his name out there, but there's one player I'm excited about, man, that's come in that I'm excited about. The train. Deuce, Nate Blunt, man. I'm excited about that kid, man. You know what I'm saying? That would probably be one. If he decided I ain't gonna come, I'd be like, I get over it pretty quickly, but I'd be like, damn, I like the kid, man. You know how that, so that's about my extent of my emotions with it. It used to be, we'd be, damn, they leaving. But now I adjusted my temperament a long time ago, and I really just would rather focus on the business side of it. You know what I mean? Just understanding what the coaches are doing. And
Yeah, hey, Tommy, hey, we love for them to give them 2 years, but hey, man, you know what I want more than I want any player to stay? Hey, man, I really enjoyed my trips to the Celebration Bowl. I enjoyed that, man. When we won that them SWAC championships, I really enjoyed my SWAC championship time. I really enjoyed the Celebration Bowl trips. I want to go back, and I want to win. So I just want the coach to do what they do. If they feel like they need to upgrade the roster in certain particular aspects, because y'all didn't sit up here and act like we won 7-4. Don't sit there and act like we won weak in certain areas on the field. So if the coaches get the prune in the tree and start to really try to exit some, bring in new. TD, I know you want to go. I'm gonna shut up now. What you got, baby?
Yeah, I want to say to the current players that's on the roster and to the player that exiting the team right now. Definitely speaking to those young men. If you're listening, for whatever reason that you feel or that you know that you're no longer on the team, if you go to another team with the same attitude and the same work ethic, then you're gonna end up with the same results. So be intentional about increasing. Don't dwell on what you feel a coach didn't do to get you where you need to be so you can get on the field. Ask yourself what you need to do to make yourself better, or whatever things they was coaching you on that you didn't do. Get out there and improve and work on yourself to getting those things right. Because sometimes you might look in the rearview mirror and look at hindsight and realize, you know what, I didn't, work that extra 30 minutes to an hour with my other teammates that I could have, or I didn't study, or whatever the case may be. So make sure when you exit in the building, you're just not exiting because, whether you were ushered out or escorted out, or whether you decide to leave, whatever reason that you feel that you're not still on Jackson State roster, then make sure that you improve and work on those things as you leave to go to your next destination.
No doubt. I put out a tweet today. I mean that too. And it was very top line. It was addressing every player that enters the portal. First of all, we love you guys. We thank you for representing the university. We hate to see you leave, and we really wish you guys well. And we're going to keep up with them and keep it rolling. And we'll go from there. That's all I had on that. I don't really have much else with that. I just think we're just kind of going to watch it and see how it play out and just roll from there, man. That's the mentality we all should take. And that's pretty much what I have, man. We'll bring you guys updates as they come. So stay close to the channel. As I stated, we won't sit down and do a live show again until next Monday. However, we still may go live and update you guys. So stay close to that. Just got a lot going on this week personally, and we just take the rest of the week off from a sit down standpoint. But nevertheless, it's Portal Monday, man. Portal opens. It'll be open for 15 days, and we'll see how it plays out. Did we hit the 10,000? No, we did not. I'm glad you reminded me that, Carl. We at 9,000 right now. We got 1,000 to get. I completely forgot about that. Appreciate that, brother. So we need $1,000 to get to our $10,000 goal. And hey, man.
Look, I tell you what, man. I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but I mean, I want to give kudos on that for a different reason.
Go ahead.
In this space, we've said that we want, more and more HBCUs to be doing the same thing that we're doing. But just look in the past 2 weeks, Ken. Just look in the past 2 weeks. We've done something where we had the head men's basketball coach come on and when the prices of, it wasn't a planned thing. Go in and get $10,000, for the men's basketball program. And literally a week before then, we had the head women's basketball coach in. And I'm playing, put something together, and we do $10,000 for the women's basketball program as well. So according to my math, there's $20,000 in 2 different respective weeks for 2 different programs that, for this university. And again, It's tangible work that's being done. So again, what we always say, man, is whatever we say and what we do, you can come right back here, click it, and watch it, because we have to hold on to what we say on here every time that we come on screen. And it's being done. It's 2 different sports, man, that got impacted in 2 separate weeks. And again, it just shows what we can do when we come together. And so we are the only entity that should actually be doing this, man. And so kudos to all of the I Love family for coming together and riding for JSU to get this done in short order, man. Kudos to every last one of y'all. Did a big thing.
Hey, Angelo, appreciate you, bro. That's our golfing partner, though. He just sent a donation, man.
What up, man?
Hey, let's go and knock it out, man. There you go. Just sent to appreciate your call. Let's knock this out. I had forgot about it because we started off. I was so excited about Angel Reese coming through. Yeah, we saw Zay Green. She committed to Alabama. Wish it well. But yeah, man, let's go and knock that out. So I'll leave this up here and we'll proceed. Got a couple other preliminaries I do want to get into, and we'll kind of go from there. And as we get started, you guys do know we do have a foundation. So if you guys want to donate to our foundation for a tax deductible donation, you can go to Givelify, Friends of KC-1400 Inc. Shout out to our sponsor, Cannon Toyota, Hattiesburg Marketing Group, Management Group. Automasters, ShotRx. We got T-shirts for Herb. Still got T-shirts available. Go ahead and get those T-shirts out. Or not get them out, but go ahead and hit the link if you want to grab. We got kid sizes. We got a few other sizes left over. Just check out what's available. Low on inventory, so let's go ahead and buy them up. These are all tied to Herb's NIL deal through this platform, and we support Herb, and we proudly support Herb and our ambassadors that we do have representing us. And I want to say this because I want, and this is for any players that are watching. Who we decide to partner with this platform got more to do with than just performance in their prospective sport. It's not always everything ain't about that. It starts there, but some of it we have our reasons, and we're very selective with which route we're going to go this year. So we'll only go where we choose to go, and I'll just leave that at that. So yeah, go get those T-shirts, man. Go get those Herb Mulligan T-shirts, and we'll go from there. Again, shout out to Angel for getting drafted. WNBA, Las Vegas Aces, man. We're proud of her, and just super excited about what's to come for her. Coach Tamika Reed, she just put this out. Coming up June the 1st, man, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., $100 fee. Includes lunch and a T-shirt. Let's sell this bad baby out, man. Located at the Walter Payton Center. She's going to have her elite camp. I saw this photo. So Zoe and TD, this photo come out. They were like, man, she signed the contract. Did she? Listen, people that keep asking about Tamika Reed signing the contract, y'all ain't going to get no announcement. I don't know why y'all keep looking for that. Y'all act like it's going to be a damn announcement or something. It's not going to happen. It's going to be business as usual. So if you don't see her leave, then obviously she must have a contract or something. That's for y'all to try to figure out. For those that's on the outside looking in, we got a coach. I know the SWAC is punching the air right now because y'all wanted to go.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Ken, I just got a question for you. You're right. We don't get no announcement, but when they camp?
June 1st.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, hey, Dub T, hey, he put it out there. Hey, look, man. Hey, Dub T, I need everything I get my hands on. Because I left out that thing looking like, remember when Martin fought Tommy the Hitman Hearns? I had lumps all over my head filing them taxes today. So, anywho, a gallon of gas. What y'all talking about? 3 buckets of shit. Oh, that's everything. He said everyone chip in. Well, no, don't do that, man. Just fives. It got to end in a 5 or 0, man. You about to make my OCD go crazy. I don't want no 3s and all that stuff, man. I can't. 5s, either $5, $10, $15. Let's not do 3 because everybody ain't gonna send it. 85. Anyway, looking forward to Coach Reed with her camp. This week in athletics and in sports. The school put this out today. So today was the last day for you to renew your season tickets. I know Vaughn called me, said they were driving her crazy. Because guess what we did, TD and Zoe? We waited to the last day to bombard her to try to get her to spend some extra time. Because that's just what we do. Love y'all. I love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Just saying. Anywho, tomorrow you got baseball versus Tougaloo, 2 p.m. at Bradley Field. Softball versus Southern also. And then on the 19th, got track and field at Georgia Tech, Zoe, over there. And then you got women's tennis versus Prairie View and men's tennis versus Prairie View on the 19th. And then you got softball at Alabama A&M, baseball at Alabama State. No. It's at home. We got Alabama State coming to Bradley. And then on the 20th, again, the track meet on the 20th, which is Saturday, at Georgia Tech. And then, of course, softball, baseball. And that's basically the schedule for the week. So we got a good bit of activities for those that are in that area, in the Huntsville area, in the Atlanta area. We got some Jackson State sports coming to you. If you're at home, we got some softball and some baseball right there. And then I think in the SWAC tournament in New Orleans, we have men's and women's tennis. So if you're in those areas, you want to stop in to check that out. Where do we donate? Look at the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Let me put this back up here because it might have helped a little bit. You follow the arrow. See that arrow right there? You see that thing that's ticking at the bottom of the screen? I don't know. Maybe you're watching on the phone or watching on your TV. I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but there's a ticker. You can donate via Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, or Givelify, however you choose to. We'll tally it up tonight, and I'll look at that in just a second. But I'm gonna get through those preliminaries, and then we'll move on because I do have a lot I do want to get into. Again, we want to just thank Bruce and Noah, as well as John Brown, as well as Courtney, all those who represented, and any other players that decide to hit the portal. We'll feature them, and we'll show them some love on the way out. New thing we plan on doing. You know, as long as they don't get on the internet and say F Jack State and all their fans, we probably leave them alone and just we'll move on around them. But we'll go from there. Baseball, though, hey man, baseball. They were 2-1 against Alabama A&M. The second game we didn't put it up there because I think it was like a football score. What was the final score? Like 19-17 or something, and we lost that one to Alabama A&M. It was a shootout. But we won 2 out of 3, 9-1, and then we won yesterday 9-8. We was actually down 8-6. We tied it up 8-8, and then we actually won in the walk-off fashion. So shout out to Coach Omar and staff and those Tigers, those baseball Tigers, man. Thoughts on the baseball team before I move on?
Keep winning.
Damn right.
Keep doing damn thing.
That's indeed. The problem. Yeah, James Houston, the Lions are re-signing linebacker / edge James Houston to an exclusive rights contract, player with 2 or fewer years of service with an expiring contract. So it's always good to get a contract in the NFL, man. That means you get to stay playing, you get to keep getting money, and we want to see James healthy. He wasn't all the way healthy last year, but a healthy James is a problem for the NFL, man. Like how I did that. But congratulations, James, on an exclusive rights contract. Keep up the good work. Again, sports media. If you got any students up there at the Jackson State that's looking for an opportunity in sports media, they want them. They want them, dog. They want them. But I want to touch on this real quick. I did get a call, you guys, and I want to make sure that because I got on here, I ranted and raved and all that good stuff, and I said I would come on. And we talked about that. And, you know, my thoughts were I didn't want this to have happened because somebody got to the president and started talking and bringing up the red. I got a phone call the day after the show and from someone who actually is close to the president that actually had a hand in writing this letter. And they assured me that that's not what transpired. One of the things I do want to touch on with this was that this approach to rebrand, making sure that we stay on code with our colors, more so stem from the marketing aspects of it, the communication side of it from the university. One of the issues with the red uniforms, we told, is that a lot of the vendors that try to partner with Jackson State confuses Jackson State with Jacksonville State. And with us wearing full red unis, obviously we just made it a whole lot easier. And really, Jacksonville States get a lot of they get a lot of traction off the Jackson State traction because our brand is bigger. They got more students. They got a bigger school, but our brand and social media presence is a lot stronger. I would say, and then it is that's one aspect of it. So just wanted to reiterate, the red is not going anywhere. I cannot say yay or nay on the all red alternates. They got to sort that out. I've seen a lot of different opinions come from this whole conversation. Some that are traditionalists, some that love the red, some that absolutely hate the red. You got folks making unnecessary points like W.C. Gordon ain't never wore no all red uniform. I ain't heard not one person ever say nothing about no W.C. Gordon wore all red uniform. Nobody said that. Not a single solitary soul. So I don't understand why we got to make that point. But anyway, it's an accent color. That's all it is. It's just an accent color. And a lot of schools take accent colors and make uniforms out of them. And it just kind of is how it goes. So I understand, you know, in relation to the Sonic Boom blue, that blue is called the I Love Blue. That's a blue color that we do own. That's also a part of our brand and color guide, style guide, or whatever. And I would just say this, you know, I don't mind being wrong. My thing isn't about me being right. It's more so I want the process to be, you know, I want things to flow properly. If Jackson State wins, I'm ecstatic. I'm not more interested in being right, of course. So if I say something out of whack, if I take the wrong approach, I don't mind coming back saying, all right, I was corrected. That wasn't how it went. I'm happy about that. I'm thankful and satisfied that that ain't how it was. Now, this could have been worded a little differently because and we did discuss that because they said, look, hey, when you say Tiger Nation, let's rededicate ourselves. You basically are saying, hey, you're really singling out that particular color. But there was some other stuff. This was a long email that was an internal email at that. Obviously, somebody snipped out the part that they wanted to talk about TD and Zoe, put it out there to the public, and it created a firestorm. Two things that came from this letter that was really the most important aspect of it was the bowling alley renovation on campus and the statue of former President Dr. People. So, which is something that's in the works right now. So, two great things came from this particular communication. However, the part that was extracted, I think what we learned and what we discovered is the passion that a lot of people feel about the colors. So, again, nobody's making any decisions from the university standpoint. We don't, whether I give $100,000 or $0 or $100, none of us are making any decisions when it comes to who wears what, when, where, how, and we don't participate in uniform designs. All we do is give our opinion on whether we like it or don't like it. I love the red uniform because I understand it. We wore it one time, and we've only, you know, it is what it is. So if the coaches decide they're not wearing it anymore, hey, I'm gonna be cool with it. As long as they don't take the red out of the uniform, I'll be content. That I did want to come on and say that, and add that tidbit. Y'all got anything y'all want to add in that?
I got something I want to add, but not necessarily on that right now.
That's cool. What you got? Go ahead.
Actually, I want to go back in reverse and to James Houston and say congratulations to him.
Yep, go ahead.
And signing his new contract. And we have to understand, man, you know, I always been a kind of, you know, low-key Detroit fan because I always root for the underdog. And my God, they've been underdog since the dog was created.
That dog barking, huh?
So, man, they need James Houston just where James Houston need them, man. And I hope that he be a problem in a good and bad way for other teams. Congratulations to him. He worked his butt off to get to where he is. I hope his health is 100% when, you know, upon returning, so he can live up to that contract that he can get. So when next contract expires, he can get an even bigger one. As well as Zay, you know, he came on the other night. I wish his health well. I hope he's able to perform up to standard like we know he can, and then get himself a contract, you know, And again, these young men are representing Jackson State as well. And Zay came on the other night. He showed how much he loved Jackson State. And every time you look up, you look at James Houston, he has the JSU ring around his neck, you know.
Right.
So again, that's branding, that's marketing. And like I think Zomi and Zay may have mentioned, you know, even coming back, you know, being able to, you know, help the program out and help the school out in whatever financial way possible. You know, if it's laid on their heart to do so. Yeah. So you know, congratulations to James Houston again. I hope the same thing happen for Zay Bolden. We wish these young men's luck. Good job of explaining the red situation, Ken. I know KT Dub won't like that one. What's up, KT Dub? And you know, bringing that back. And here's the thing, like you said, you know, a lot of the time we too busy trying to stick our chest out for being right and miss the big pictures. You know, the fact that you was able to come back and find this information and you know, come back and you know and correct, you know, what was said, you know, that's mighty big. And so we know how much, you know, people feel about this red and care about this red. But at the end of the day, you know, like we mentioned too, no matter what happens with that uniform or with that color, that still don't stop us from being JSU, you know, fans. Still don't stop us from being loyal to the school, and we're gonna support regardless. We'll get it. We know we will get over it. You know what I'm saying? So
just don't wear no purple.
Huh?
No, I was saying, I was like, long as they ain't wearing no purple, I'm cool with it, you know. But
hey man, bro, CD might have a problem with that statement, but we're gonna rock on.
I ain't gonna say he will because he say "thee I love" because only I love thee. How he said?
He said "thee I love" because I only love thee. But he also a Prince fan.
Yeah, but he not when it comes to "thee I love" though.
Right.
I just want to say one thing though. I ain't gonna say Zoe, you're not the reason why, because we had already had that. We had a red uni under Prime. Prime really was the one that started that all red alternate thing, as I stated, and we went along with it. You can't stick your chest out when he gone. You just let him do what he want to do when he was here. See, let's just keep it rolling. Now you want to go tell TC that he can't rock a red uniform, but when Prime had made a red uniform, we were saying go Tigers. But I remember there was a time. Hey, y'all remember we went to the you remember when we went down to the Legacy Bowl? The jersey you had on, TD had on the jersey that we had wore, and Zoe had actually showed it and gave TC an idea for the red uniform, and that uniform was created. I ain't gonna say that was the reason why, because it was. I think that our unit had got navy numbers trimmed in white, but I think it looks good, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't really care what happens. I just want, like I stated on the last show, I want the president to be super successful, because his success means Jackson State is successful. I didn't want the old bull junk to resurface, and I just kind of didn't like the direction it was going, and that's really what I was more so after. I was told that ain't what happened. You know what I'm saying? I actually talked to the person that actually had a hand in writing and that communication, and I just wanted to say that I appreciated them. So what I will do going forward, this is my correction. This is self-correction, self-reflection. What I will do is I will do what my daddy told me to do. Leave room for error.
Yeah.
I'll hold my reaction until I am confirmed. So in the position that we sit in is we can't react early. I gotta confirm and check again. But my emotions still were what they were, because I see the coach talking, I saw the players talking, I saw the news talking, and I'm just like, God dang it, man, here we go again. So my frustration was real for that, and because I didn't want that. I was like, man, we don't need this right now. You know what I mean? Yet at the same time, it's always good to understand why certain things were the way that they were. I don't think the president need to put no statement out. Just operate. We operate the right way. It'll all clear itself up. After a while, you know, people forget after about 2 days anyway.
Hey, Key.
Yep.
To you and Zoe, both in Tiger Nation, I have a confession about the uniform.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
I never really cared.
No.
I'm not just talking about the red uniform. I care about the scoreboard.
There you
now,
go.
Unless the uniform are just hideous, it don't. I really like that picture you showed. I'm not sure about all the red sleeves and all that stuff. That was a little bit too much going on. But man, I really don't get into when y'all be talking about the uniform. Y'all have my full undivided attention because I be turning my head looking at the crinks and cracks how the numbers made. I mean, I'm saying like, okay, that was going on. But did Irv get in the end zone? Did Jacoby throw a touchdown? Those are my concerns. I mean, even in the past, go back to Kent, whomever was running the ball or throwing the ball. Just never really got caught up in the uniform that much. I mean, because
I like both.
Huh?
I like both.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I mean, I like to look good. Some of the uniforms that really look good and they grab your attention. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying at the end of the day, hey man, let's just win, baby. You know what I'm saying? Put on a leather helmet if you got to. I don't care. Let's just win.
There goes though. You on mute?
I was just going to say you actually already alleviated to it. When it comes to, again, I made sure to state that, when we came on last that, hey, this is me saying the red is not going anywhere. That wasn't my gripe. My gripe was the whole process. But again, we know now, because my thing was just the fact of having an entity, having a voice, or having the power to make a decision over everybody else. Now, I can't speak for everybody else or even all the people that's watching this platform, but I myself had a hand in that red coming back to Jackson University. And the reason why I had a voice and wanted to come back, because when I think of Jackson State football, when I think of my childhood, WC Gore was the coach. Their red block was on their helmet, and we had a certain look and a certain swag. And I wanted to bring that back. That's what I fought for. Now, again, you guys didn't know this, but Ken kind of mentioned to it. Just because we did have an all-red uniform, I actually came up with a look for us, but the look that I had didn't include red pants. It was a red jersey top, white pants with our traditional red block blue lid helmet. And I actually got the inspiration from a jersey that TD wore to the Legacy Bowl. As soon as I saw him, it stopped me in my tracks. I said, whoa, I could do something with that. And there's the uniform right there.
You remember that, TD?
Yes, sir. You jumped in my picture, man.
Now here's the thing that's going to get you guys. This is in January for the Legacy Bowl. I hadn't talked to Dominique, didn't say anything about a jersey, anything to Dominique. So lo and behold, when I actually came to her with my idea for actual look, we got what we got. Now talk about synergy, right? Because the jersey that was made is eerily similar to what I presented to her. But mind you, this was what she came up with was totally on her own. She got no input from me. But it just goes to show the same type of thought process, because this is me showing Coach T.C. Taylor my vision for what I wanted to do for a red uniform. And this is at the Legacy Bowl. And then again, this is in January, but I never once spoke to Dominique about, this look that we're trying to do. She did that on her own. So again, that's just me doing what I do, because I'm a creative. And I've been in this space for a long time. I don't do nearly half of what I used to do because I work at the damn post office now. But gonna get back to the crib. And when I get back to the crib, I'm gonna dive head first back into doing what I used to do. But again, we have to get out of the status quo. Look, I love the blue. I love the white. I love the splash of red. I love a blue and white uniform. I'm in the minority. I like the gray uniform. I'm not against wearing a black uniform. We talk about this all the time. But at the end of the day, it's an alternate. It's a one-off. And the players love it. Zay come on here. He told you. I'm telling y'all, if you sit here and think these players aren't choosing to go to certain schools because of what they wear and what they get, I'm telling you, if you don't believe that, you'll be shocked.
Right.
But again, It's water under the bridge now. We put this thing behind us. The red ain't going nowhere, which I knew it wasn't anyway. When I came on here last week and told you I knew it wasn't going nowhere. My thing was it was a one-off. It's just one game. They could take it, auction it off, do whatever the hell they want to do with it, keep it rolling. But again, we don't know what they're going to do. What Dom and Coach TC decide to do going forward for next year.
Right.
But we know whatever it is that we'll love it. Look, I hate the Air Force uniform. I mean, the Air Force helmet. Kid knows it. The Speed Racer helmet. Hate it. But guess what?
Yeah.
So you know what? It grew on me. When we're the all white that goes with it, it actually looks good. But again, I don't have to like it because it's not for me to like. It's for those players who wear it. It's for them to like it. And that's what it is.
Let me throw one thing in there, man, about this Jacksonville thing. Jacksonville. It's Jacksonville State University. Regardless of colors, there's people, when you say JSU, some people are going to think Jacksonville State anyway. I don't think you're going to get away from that. Yes, it's always been kind of a confusing thing. I don't think that we should adjust our anything. The only thing I would suggest, this is my one suggestion, when it comes to making uniforms, this is a personal preference. I don't want any jerseys that says JSU.
Thank you.
I prefer jerseys to say Jackson State or Tigers. That's it. That's just that's my personal take. Because regardless of the colors, you go back to the women's uniform, guess what it said? Jackson State. Now, listen, there are some idiots and there are some stupid people in the world. There are some non-intelligent folk. There are some people that don't really pay attention. They just assume something and you can't do nothing about that. You can't you can't manage every level of intelligence and think because it literally says Jackson. And if they think Jacksonville, that's on them because so what? So if a vendor reaches out and they say, we're not Jacksonville State, we here. There are several schools out here that wear the same color. But because we have a similar name, they put JSU on their stuff now. They used to put Jax, Jax. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. That, I get it. We're blue and white with a touch of red, and I don't think we have to change anything. The softball uniform got Tigers on it. The football team got Jackson State on it. At the end of the day,
they're the Gamecocks. Make sure you say that too. They're the Gamecocks.
They are the Gamecocks. So I understood. Personally, I really, 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 truly do understand why the efforts are there, and I applaud the efforts. My heart is in the right place. I want what's best for the school. I do not have an input on whether they wear all red or not. It's if the coaches decided and the school is cool with it and the players love it, so be it. I ain't gonna lose no sleep if we wear no all red uniform.
Win.
But I ain't gonna lose no sleep if we do.
Win.
Now I am gonna lose some sleep if we eradicate the red completely. Now I'm gonna lose my shit then because I don't that now we tripping.
Hey Ken, those uniforms that the ladies played in against UConn had Jackson State written on them as well.
Yep, that's what I said. The women had that red uni got Jack. Matter of fact, it's on Angel's picture.
It is.
If you go back to her photo, it's literally right there. You put it up there, it says Jackson State. Now, if somebody looks at that and say Jacksonville, that's their damn problem. At the end of the day, I mean, it ain't nothing you can do about that. You can correct them if they wrong. But what I will say is this right here. Man, I'm not going back and forth with no championship winning coach about no damn colors. I'm gonna listen to the coach that feels like that her players love this and she has it's a personality that comes with that uni. She called them Showtime unis. That was her take on them. Hey. So that's how she see it. Hey, I'm gonna roll with it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this: as great as a coach as Coach Reed is, you know another reason why she's really having the success that she's gotten.
What's that?
Players.
Facts.
Sit here and say her players, she said, it's Showtime when they wear it all red. She essentially has the best players in the conference, a multitude of them. I mean, it would behoove all people who has a decision or say so in this matter to Continue to assist these coaches getting the best players, because typically we got the best players. Typically going to win. He by far has the best players in the conference.
I like the creativity of it. I mean, I think, matter of fact, there's a actual video coming soon with Coach Tamika Reed and the president, and she actually talked about the red, ironically. So I look forward to seeing that come out. That's going to be pretty cool. But that's my take on it, man. I ain't finna get into no back and forth with nobody about this. My opinion ain't no greater than your opinion. I ain't making no decisions.
Nah.
We ain't, because if you go over there, Dominique will smile and be like, okay, and then she gonna go do what she got hired and paid. We ain't making no decisions over there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I mean, I'm just telling y'all. Joe, he laughing because that's shout out to Dominique. Dominique will be like, you listen. Dominique will be like, is she gonna do it right? Exactly what she want to do. She ain't studying us.
That's a tough code to crack, man. That's a tough code to crack.
And that's how it should be, because you know we real opinionated about stuff like that. She's like, dog, yeah, she'll listen. Okay. And she probably going one ear out the other. Now, I will say this, shout out to Dominique, because I did ask her. Where were we at? San Antonio. That's where we was at, baby. Remember TD? We in San Antonio. I said, Dom, please, 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 please. Please just do one thing for your boy. I said, can I get that red block on both sides of the helmet?
Remember that?
That's all I asked for. That was the only thing I asked for last season.
You got it.
If you don't believe it, you can email her, hit her up and ask her. The only thing I asked her for, one thing, for those who think whatever. It's true. I said, all I asked you for is for the W.C. Gordon Classic. Can we get both red blocks on the helmet? And she saw me out. She said, bro, I gave you what Jack for. I was like, thank you. I ain't gonna leave you. I ain't gonna message you no more.
It's true.
I said, I ain't gonna mess with you no more. Yeah, man. Because I'm not a fan. Listen, I'm not a fan of the logo and the number thing. That's not my thing. But guess what? I'm not wearing a helmet. I'm like, TD, if I don't give a damn if you got numbers, y'all could be like the Steelers. You could put a number on one side and nothing on the other side. I need you to win.
That's not a cool look, bro. I'm just no point at the Steelers fan, but just saying.
Hey, that's a unique logo for all the Steelers fans. They got nothing on one side and the Steelers logo on the other.
Look, just saw something. I got to say it, not to change the subject, but Angel Jackson became the second HBCU player to be drafted in the last 20 years, and both of them came from Jackson State.
Oh, boy. That coach says Showtime Red.
Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but
well, I'm just messing with y'all, man. I'm
just saying.
I'm just saying, dog. It's all good, man. It's all good. Damn, Caitlin Clark jersey is nearly sold out, man. That girl is a box office, man. Man, shout out to Jackie Robinson, man. Jackie Robinson Day. I tried to get them damn Air Max, bro. I couldn't get them. Anybody in the Nike app get them Jackie Robinson? Did y'all try to get them? Who put them in? Who won? Who got the not won, but who?
Well, you know, it's two shoes out now. It was the Air Max. Then you had the Kobe's. You saw Vanessa Bryant gave the Dodgers.
Oh man,
the colorways like
I ain't go after the Kobe. I wanted the Air Max, bro.
No, I'm saying
all I wanted to see. I wanted to see that thing say "got him." I was gonna be so.
She gave the Dodgers.
Oh, Mike Reed. Oh, Mike, I wanted them so bad, bro. Because they were Navy. They Navy and they had a little cream in them. TD, they was perfect, bro. Got my Jackie Robinson jersey and I ain't talking about no jersey, Doc. I'm talking about did you get the Air Max, the special edition Nike Jackie Robinson Air Max. Who got them? Anybody in the chat got them? Man, them things clean, man.
Anyway. I don't know, but you give me a new hustle. I'm gonna start buying them just so I can sell them to you.
I be trying to buy them myself. Now they look at this shit, man. Look at this, bro. Them John 335 myself. See, they was 150 on the app, man. You get them for 150, them resellers gonna double the price on you, TD.
Yeah, man. That was my point. That's why I said I'll get them and resell.
If you get them, hey, if you get them, I'll buy them from you, 100%. I should have. Matter of fact, I'm probably going next time have you to do that for me on an exclusive pal. I want you to download the sneaker app. I need you ready to locked and loaded at 9 a.m. It's 7 a.m. for me, but I'm just saying, y'all. Let's keep the donation going, man. Keep the donation going. We are. Let me tally it up real quick. Appreciate all the donations. We just raised a quick. Hold on. Hold on. What we talking about, dog? What done happened?
Granny Ann, boy.
Granny Ann done got on somebody. Well, we up to 400. We about 600 shy, man. Y'all, let's go and knock this 600 out, y'all. Come on. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Join the channel, man. Join the channel. I'll say it like this right here. Shout out to those in the platinum chat. We talking about everything that's coming. All I'm doing is let me say it this way. What's happening is that some of the platinum members are actually witnessing what I've been telling them for the longest. So we break a lot of things down in the platinum chat. Tell them, fella. There's a whole lot that we didn't discuss that ain't hit the airwaves yet. You want to get in on some of that exclusive content and not necessarily content, but communication. Become a platinum member, man, and let us know. If you're looking to become a platinum member, just join the channel and shoot me an email, KC-1400mediagroup@gmail.com. We'll add you to the platinum chat, and you'll be locked and loaded with us, man. Come on, let's get on in. Get on in on that. But anyway, we are 600 away from the men's donation. But yeah, man, the main thing that I would say, we're going into the back end of the year. The spring football is over. And listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all about this portal. It's a lot of people getting hit with that portal over there. They real quiet, ain't they? There's some jokers real quiet because they getting gutted right now. I ain't gonna say their names.
Again, and for the players that's still on the roster, you know what I'm saying? You there, you made it, this far, man, keep working. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no off season.
No, it's not, man, because we're going to go into the spring season. The summer season. I think the teams will be reporting back in June, and it's back to work, man, because we got to get ready for we open up the season on a Thursday night, August 29th. This is what I saw. They hemorrhaging over there. Hey, what's good? So that weekend is Labor Day weekend, but we play on Thursday. So we gonna be free on that Saturday. It's a lot of football gonna be played on Saturday. Y'all gotta tell us we might pull up to a game or something on Saturday. Who playing? Who playing? I was looking. I was looking around the SWAC, man. I started. Shout out to Josh. I was checking to see where North Carolina Central was gonna be at because I wanted to go to North Carolina and watch them play, and I figured that'd be a good time to go when we were off. But I think they're gonna be in Alabama. I think they play Alabama A&M or something. Alabama State, I think.
That's a drive in, man.
I don't want to watch them in Alabama State.
Oh, you want to go? You want to go out east?
I wanted to go out east and actually go to a game. I may catch our bye.
Pull up on Kobe. No. Let's see. Hey, so Zoe. Hey, so when the portal closing, what is open today? It closing 15 days?
Hey, who is
14 days.
14 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it closed, then what about the signing? You have to be through signing all players by then too?
No, they just have to be in the portal before it closes.
So I'm saying, do signing continue after the portal close, or
you can
choose to sign, to come after it closes. Yes.
Yeah, you just have until the 30th to enter.
That's it.
OBC for
North Carolina Central.
Yeah, they got North Carolina. Okay, I don't care about it. I ain't going back to Miami. I don't give a damn who playing. I ain't going back to Miami. I'm out on that. No, I was just trying to think. It was somebody else that was playing, man. Perry B5. Who that is? What level they at? Y'all tell me what level they at. Appreciate you becoming a channel member, Perry B5. Yeah, they playing Bama State. They playing Bama State. That's their first game, right? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate that bronze membership, man. That's dope. Did you get the picture I sent to you, the national championship ring? I don't care about no damn national championship ring, man. I seen all the pictures of all y'all players entering the portal. Hey, you gonna have to reminisce off you're gonna be reminisce on yesterday. Cause boy, y'all singing the blues over there. Y'all over there, y'all need to put some band-aids on, huh? Boy, y'all getting gutted.
He don't know how to leave well enough alone.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? I ain't even on your neck yet.
I would tell you that ring would hurt if we didn't have any.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He act like EA. I don't blame you, EA. You know what, dog? If I was losing players at the same rate that Jack State lost players in 23, let me tell you something. I would be talking about my championship ring too, dog. I don't even blame you. I don't blame you. But I'm gonna just tell you like this right here, man. It's over with, player. Hey, y'all ain't y'all not bringing the peas and carrots ensemble to the vet. Got word that they ain't bringing the band, man, when we play them, dog. Golly, bro. Why y'all ain't? EA, what you should do is you should go over to OG Strike Zone and you should tell them to round up all the followers and all the people that's watching them live and start a fundraiser so y'all could bring the marching 79 over there to the boom to watch us play. You got to bring the band, dog.
Hey, Ken, your cousin asked a good question, bro.
What was the question? Let me pull it up. What was the last day to purchase season tickets? If no, it's not the last day to purchase season tickets because today was the last day for renewal. So if you now it's going to be open up to anybody now. So they gave it was everybody who purchased mostly. Huh?
I said it was already open up to everybody. It was just this time was just for renewal. The day in for renewals. And the renewal only applies to box seats and seats.
I was about to say reserve and box seats
and reserves.
So if you didn't have that, you could buy it at any time. No, it's not the end to buy season tickets. It's just
so when does that happen? I know.
July 31st.
When? July 31st?
Yeah, after July 31st, you get into August, they're gonna start selling them single game tickets.
So if they don't wait too long, July 31st.
Gotta get those season tickets. Hey, whoa. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. I knew it had to be a boy. Y'all, see me tell y'all something, EA. Y'all better be glad y'all got a Jacksonian that represents for y'all, bro. Because, boy, I don't know what y'all do without him. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Good thing. I'm glad. I hope y'all be there, Steve. You got to make sure they there, man. You got to make sure they there now. We need them now. We need them. We need them now. I'm just saying. I want them to be there. We want it to be a great time. We want to welcome you guys to the vet. Make it a great challenge for the band and the football team.
I mean, it'll be much of the same the last time they came.
It would be. Except it'd be this time around. I said Uncle Bundle's Jacksonian. Yeah, you're Jacksonian. North Side, Azalea Drive, baby.
Ask what high school you went to.
Callaway. Look at this comment. Challenge. Hey, what was that all for, bro?
Cosby Show.
Cosby Show. That joke was tired when he's over. He put that baby pot on it.
Real tap dance.
That's what I said. Chala.
And Bill Cosby was on time, man. He told hanging out.
We got some time. He couldn't say Chala. He was just.
Hey, no, that was a classic show, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was man. I missed the Cosby Show. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna probably go watch it, bro. I think the one. I don't think I've ever laughed harder at a show in my life than the Gordon Cottrell episode, bro.
When she made that shirt on the sleeve.
I listen to me, bro. I almost died, bro. Like, you know how you couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard, bro. Like, really had to like turn it off and just like catch my breath, bro.
But a lot of people didn't know that was. A lot of people didn't know that was actually a well-known brand.
Right. A
lot of people didn't know that.
I didn't know it. I was a kid, but I just when he came out there with that titty with that long sleeve and that short sleeve, and bro, oh my god, I don't know why that was so funny to me, bro. That episode was insane to me, bro.
Denise had hooked him up.
Hey, we ain't done this in a while, man. We're gonna drop the link, man. Y'all come on up, man. Anybody got something on their mind? We definitely gonna finish the show, but we want to make sure we open it up. If you guys got anything to my Denise. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
You know this don't match. You know this didn't match.
Bro, oh gosh, bro.
Hey, but I always take a woman to make you feel good about it. Huh?
That episode did it to me, dog. That man screamed from that room.
That's the funny part. The funny part when Bill Cosby saw for the first time.
I don't remember that part.
I do. He was like, "Ain't nothing wrong with it."
That's it. It's stuck in my socks.
He was talking to Bill when he said that.
Oh my gosh, man. I needed that one there, boy. Oh my.
Y'all come on up.
Wesley.
Come on up, Mika.
Doc Holiday, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? So just now getting off work, got in the house.
Oh man, nothing, just doing what we're doing, brother. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? And I just say it's a great day to be a Tiger. Congratulations to Angel Jackson for doing what she do. But
no doubt, brother. No doubt, man. Hold on just a second, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, they acting like the players leaving because they have so much. What are y'all even talking about right now?
It must be talking about their transfer portal.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't like me, ask again. Anyway, but nah, man, it's portal. I mean, we gonna see a lot of players at the portal, man. All around the country, and I'm not just talking about Jack State. It's just
you don't like it,
huh?
It's everywhere.
Denise, he told
you
don't like it. Ask me again.
But that episode was that's a classic.
That's a classic episode right there.
My favorite one was they did the performance of Ray Charles.
Oh yeah. For the grandparents' birthday.
That and then the other one was when Bill Cosby, when he had the baby. It was a sub. It was the sub.
The sub. He had the dream that he wasn't supposed to eat.
That baby. First episode to be.
Remember he had that long hoagie.
Oh my goodness, man!
I like when he put all those clothes on Rudy, and he told her good go to the bathroom. He put all those clothes on Rudy.
And I can't forget when Vanessa went out with old boy, and Claire said, "Oh, she been out all night with the Richard."
Yeah, man. Drink her down. Drink her down.
Drink it down. Now the one was that the one same episode when she got caught going to the concert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Oh yeah, when they made her, she didn't want to drink no more.
Now with that one, now that was a different one. She went to the concert in Jersey, and she got and she got caught. And the mama told her, yeah, she told her she want to be with the grown folks.
Yeah, she out with the wretched.
Hey man, listen, Martin is the best ever, bro. Cosby Cosby the best ever, but Martin is it. Hold on, what you got, Zoe? What you got, dog?
The all-time great, dog. But I watch it now. Sanford the Son, dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sanford the Son, bro.
Well, Martin probably a good third. I ain't gonna lie, but
no, Sanford the Son been off the air since 1975, dog.
The Jeffersons is still funny. I mean,
Sanford the Son, bro.
Man, good times, all that.
Just to think about all those shows was a spinoff from another show, from an all-white show. Like
Not Sanford the Son.
Well, no, not Sanford the Son, but like
the Jeffersons
was who else? I know when Good Time wasn't, was it?
No, but Sanford the Son was. Sanford the Son is a spinoff of All in the Family.
Which one was though?
The Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the Family.
Okay.
But Sanford the Son, dog. Man,
yeah.
we're Fred with Hawaii, bro. We're Fred with Hawaii.
That ain't no damn puppy. Bro, so listen. Check this out, bro.
When he had that raw wild.
Talk about we.
Was that the episode that was acting like it was on Jack City?
He couldn't even keep a straight face, bro.
Was that the episode? He was laughing.
Like he was laughing at the people doing it. It was a dude on TikTok, man, had a dog and was going down the street.
Oh my gosh, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I can watch Martin to this day, bro. Look, Martin is my show, though. Probably number one of all of them that I love, you know. Man, it's just all the different characters, man. It just go to show the range of talent that he had. I can't figure out why his head's so big now, though. Like, why his head's so fat?
Man, age.
Yeah, he got I know my head done expanded too, because he is like super. They got another Bad Boys coming out. There it is. I'll be silence. Punk. Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones.
I told you I pay you when I feel like it, punk. Hey, Martin, man, my light's gonna get turned off, man. Man, that show. I'm gonna go watch it when we get done, man. Hey, everybody get their taxes done today? Well, they probably had theirs done before that.
Man, I got my taxes done 3 weeks ago, and they went to child support.
I wouldn't tell nobody that, dog.
Right.
Hey, I'd rather for it to go there. I'd rather for it to go there. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm a good father. I'm a good father to my baby. I'd rather for it to go there. I ain't missing no money.
Hey, Doc, now what'd you make of the spring game, brother?
I mean, sure, we got some kinks to work out. I can't really, you know what I'm saying, really can't say anything bad about it. Like, it was the same thing we saw last year in the spring game. Like he said, you mix the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s on the offensive line and see what your offense could do if they could actually gel together. I just know our linebacker play just need to be, up to par. That's one of the kinks I feel like we need to fix. And I think it's going to be.
They signed 2 linebackers
from the spring. Are you talking about the last season?
From last season. Season.
Yeah, of course. But from the spring, though, what do you see?
I mean, from the spring, like I see, as far as passing goes, like we good as far as when it comes to throwing the ball. I like Zai with his you know what I'm saying, basically run and pass. In fact, all 3 of the quarterbacks that played on last weekend, they ran, they could run and pass. So Just like you said with Ethan, he gonna put red shirt and put some weight on him. I like what I saw as far as
But
offensively, and I like what I saw defensively too.
I do want to say this too, though, because I know we see Ethan. He does have a slight build, and he does, and he is going to add some weight. But I do want to let you guys know that he is not weak.
Oh no,
he's very, very strong. He comes from a strong weight program, and you can tell that he works out. He lifts weights, so he's very, very strong. So don't let the stature fool you. He's just a hard gainer. And
bro, I shook his hand after the one game I went to see him in high school. He got strong grip. Like he ain't for the weak. So,
but no, I was very impressed with Ethan. He did show it a little. He flashed, showed a little something. But man, I told you before we even started, the main thing I wanted to see was how much better had Jacobian got, and Jacobian has gotten better. He's been working. He's been in the lab, and it's obvious to see. And just watch the way now, more so now than last year. Man, watch how the ball looks coming out of his hand.
It looks better. It looks like it's more crisp coming out of his hand.
A whole lot better. Our running back room is stupid. I'm loving the other new pieces that we added in the wide receiver room. The D line is going to shock some people this year.
Right.
We're going to get out the quarterback. We're going to be able to get out the quarterback for the defensive end position. We are what we are, the D tackle position. That's still stuck at the same. But I like what we're doing. I like what we're looking. I like the concepts of what we're going to do. But I'm just going to tell y'all, name to look out for, man. Reed Pulliam. Just keep your eyes on Reed.
I think, man, Ken, I think I had hit you up on Twitter about him when I seen his tape. I said he was smooth going from sideline to sideline. Mm-hmm. He got speed to get to the quarterback. Like he got speed to get to the ball carrier. So he is a gem for us. I like the Nobles kid from Western Michigan? Central Michigan or Western Michigan?
Eastern Michigan.
Western.
Okay. Western
Michigan. That's right.
Okay, but I like him. He got speed up off the edge, and then it's a good thing to have. Huh?
He flashed.
Oh yeah, and then I like the thing about having Alan Walker come out the edge too.
Yeah, it's better for Alan.
Yeah,
much better.
And so my whole thing was, with all the D linemen that we have, like, where does this put a person like Philip Webb at? Because if it's me, I'm just saying, like, he's 6'5", 265, 270.
Put Philip Webb as starting defensive end.
Right.
I mean, but he could interchange though. He could play inside and out. But I'd rather have
he's tall to be on the inside.
Let me tell you why you don't play Philip Webb inside. Because you got too many interior defense linemen.
That's true.
There's no reason to. And you got Nobles is interchangeable. I mean, when you factor in the amount of depth at that position, it might thin out over the, with this portal open. We'll see how that play out. But you may see some changes in that spot. But I feel you. I don't feel about the edge. To me is just that's his position. I just prefer him to be off. I got one for you, and I know this is kind of just a peep down the lane. You very easily could see Reed Pulliam coming off the edge.
Ooh, I like that.
All said and done. I mean, I ain't saying that that's what he's gonna do, but this kid coming in from Bryant is he's one of them surefire tacklers, outside linebacker. But the kid that we haven't even seen, which I'm expecting to do wonders for us, is Jaden Ward, the kid from Northwestern State. Okay. He's the East-West guy. You got the kid from Cincinnati that just committed. You got to see what we got there. It's very easily you could have two linebackers. You put Ward and a young man from Bryant back there, and then you bring Pulliam off the edge, and then you move Nobles into the interior line. You know what I'm saying? With just a nose, and there's so many ways you can do that. I was excited about the amoeba. You know what I mean? Having an amoeba style defense, having everybody on the line. You don't know who's finna do what. I mean, it's gonna be. I like the aggression of. We're gonna blitz, man. I'm just telling you that right now. Like Quinn he's trying to get after the quarterback. and they definitely go. I think our sacks will go up. And I think our interceptions are gonna probably go down, but the sacks will go up. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I ain't gonna say Austin Edwards. I didn't have his name in front of me, and I keep messing his name up. I keep thinking his last name is Bryant, but in actuality, that's the school he came from. So
okay,
so Austin Edwards is the young man. Made the 335 RP. I mean, the 335 ain't nothing wrong with 335. We keep talking about the 335 like it's a problem. It's really not. It actually, if you got the right personnel, it's actually a great defense, because all you have to do is take one of your outside linebackers and move him up, and now you're in a 4-2-5.
You know
so
when you think about and then when you think about it, like if you would have did it last year, like if you would have brought, let's say, if Alan Walker did play last season, if you would have brought him up on the line, you pushed Phillip inside, but you got, in a sense. But at the same time, we looking at the defensive line, like you said, we are going to get the sacks up.
My question to you though, Doc, is what is your obsession with moving Phillip inside?
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm not saying not my obsession. It was just saying, like, if you give one of the D tackles kind of like a rotation and he's strong as an ox, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he is. I get it. I do. But you got some big hounds on the inside of the line, though.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said the 3-3-5 works, but you got to have the right personnel. We didn't have the personnel for that. We shouldn't have been in that. We didn't have the personnel to run it. So, but that's a call by the defense coordinator. The adjustments that were made in the defense last year definitely came from the coordinator who's defense coordinator now. Just saying.
I mean,
yeah, they were there. I think what a lot of people are saying, we had holes in that defense because we didn't have the personnel.
Hey, I forgot about Ward coming in from Northwestern State.
I ain't forgot about him, because that's the one I keep holding on to. Look, I'm excited about him.
Really?
Yeah, I seen this tape. Before they canceled the season.
You can play him you can play him in the middle, outside, however. I like that. I like him there. I just think pulling him can actually be a killer off the edge. I'm looking for that destroyer off the edge of I need a destroyer, man. I like Athens Smith, but I need more though. My edge rushers. I don't like edge rushers that get tied up. Last year we got tied up too much. Doyle, Athens Smith, Phillip got off toward the end. We couldn't get out. We couldn't shed blocks.
Right. They was taking on double team on blocks anyway.
Yeah.
Ain't no damn double team, because I'm gonna send way more than you got to block. I'm coming to get you, dog. I am an aggressive defensive style when it comes to that. Reed 6'3", almost 6'4".
Is Allen still rocking 0? And what's Reed number? Y'all, what number was he playing?
Reed is 47. Allen's rocking 42 right now. Yeah, Allen's wearing 42.
Okay,
that's what there you go, TJ. See, TJ, see it. I'm telling you, man, I think that kid got some special in him. I think he's more of an edge guy than he is a stand-up linebacker. I think we'll be okay at linebacker with the depth that we have if we go with Edwards and possibly Ward, and you got David Jones Jr. coming in. We can go either way interchangeably. Still got Ashton Taylor who's balling out. I just want an aggressive, mean, fast, intense defense, because that's going to be the thing that's how you win Celebration Bowl.
Yeah.
That's how you get there. But now, Tank. But now.
We shall see. And you don't know you won't know your roster until it's finalized, like you said, to after that portal close on the 30th. And when all the kids come in during the summertime.
Shit, you
So,
still got Joker. They can leave after that. They just have to sit out.
Right.
Somebody might get sent after, but you're right. You're right. You're definitely right in theory. Yeah. If you that aggressive, you got to drop 335 and stunt more. And I think that's what will happen. I mean, you're gonna see more stunts. Said Davis a COVID baby. Hey, he is. Yeah, he is. Man, Didi came to Jackson in 2019, I think.
29.
Yep, he came 2019, man. Been that whole career, man.
Remember that first year he didn't play?
He didn't play. That's correct. So proud of him though, man. Got that degree. Early Jones physically looks good too. Yeah, he does, man. It's gonna be interesting. I don't really hold a lot of stock in the roster right now because I know it's just too many pieces that's not in the room that is gonna be, I think, important to what we do going into the spring. I mean, going into the fall. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited about what I'm hearing in regards to the players that are coming in. So got to make it happen. We still got a great core of freshmen that haven't even made it to campus yet. Kobe Borky, Travis
they'll be
Terrell,
in what? Yeah.
Williams, Brandon Mitchell, shucks, man.
Smith in Ohio.
Oh,
Smith.
yeah. Mike Smith. Mason, what's Mason's last name?
Barton.
Mason Barton. That's right. Shucks, O-lineman from Hartfield. Brian Ross Jr. K-Son Burt.
And then Bam Williams from
Creekside.
Brian Williams from
Bam
Creekside. Creekside.
Yeah, Creekside.
I mentioned both of them.
He made too.
That's why I said him and Travis Terrell. I mentioned them first.
Oh, okay.
KJ Chisholm. That's right. Forgot about Chisholm. Damn.
Yeah, we got a good stock. I mean, you got a good stock coming in. So
yeah.
And I'll just say, people, just be patient about it. That's all I gotta say.
Doc, they ain't got no choice. Shit, all that hooping and hollering ain't gonna change nothing. Ain't gonna make nothing move no faster. It's just ain't. It's just you either get worked up or not. At the end of the day, you road.
Yeah, I'm for the road, dog.
Yeah, you good. It's all good, man.
Go Tigers, y'all.
Good night, Zoe.
But yeah. But other than that, man, y'all keep them coming, man. We're a little over halfway to our goal.
I was about to ask you, Ken, have you seen any the link for Swag Media Day yet? Has it come in your email yet? Okay.
No, that ain't shit. We got a ways to go. I think that'll come probably the end of next month, maybe. That's usually July, isn't it?
It's July the 16th this year.
Yeah, they'll drop that in May. Usually give you about a good month, middle of May.
Good.
Yeah, get the middle of May, man. It'll be out there. I'm pretty sure. Of course, we'll be talking about that when that happens. Of course. Jerome, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I know I sent you the post, but I just want to bring a sense of clarity to all the Jacksonians in chat. Since 2000, there's no other HBCU that has produced the most professional alums within the professional sports ranks as Jackson State. When you're talking about LPGA, PGA, women's soccer, NBA, etc.
Yep.
We got to tip our hat to all the predecessors that have come before us, and those who are still doing the work. I hope that we see the university and the athletic department and alums begin to tell our story a bit more, because that's definitely something worth tipping our hat to and kind of poking our chest out about. Simply put, man, I remember seeing Michael Tinsley, winning a gold medal. It's just amazing, and there was another young brother that same year. He was from South Africa, but he was a student at Jackson State. and I think he won a silver medal in the long distance. But we just have a long tradition, even just going back to the year 2000, producing professional athletes. So kudos to Jackson State and D. I love.
Absolutely, man. I see Coach Trey Johnson on here, Shasta Avery Hart, Michael Tinsley. Who else am I? James Houston. Of course, you not pictured. You got Amisha Williams Holiday.
You got Stephen Vidal from the Kansas City Royals.
Yep. And who's in the top right?
In the top right. Hold on.
I'm gonna post this photo. Of course, Zay Bolden just got drafted. Angel Jackson just got drafted. Man, we're doing some amazing things right now on the home front.
Absolutely.
And we have to celebrate that. We have to lead with that messaging. That's a great point, Jerome, for real.
And looking at our baseball team, since Coach Omar came to Jackson State, I want to say 2004, every season we won at least 20 games. And really that's unheard of among a lot of HBCU programs. But within that 22 or 20-year stretch, to see how many guys that he sent, whether they were drafted or they went undrafted to the MLB, it's phenomenal. So we got an awesome story to tell. I mean, of course, we all know the legacy within the last 40, 50, 60 years of Jackson State, but just within the last 22, 24 years, to see how many folks we've sent to the professional sporting ranks, it's unprecedented.
It's definitely impressive, man. I really like this. I appreciate this. I'm looking down because I'm working on it to actually post it so everybody can see it.
And King, you're really good at coming up with like an acronym or something, but we all say Jackson State this, Jackson State that. But when you look at us producing all these folks into the professional sports ranks, I wish I can come up with something kind of catchy for social media reasons, but it kind of goes to what some of these coaches and players have been saying. If you want to get drafted or you want to play on Sundays or whatever, come to Jackson State. Like if we can come up with a slogan or some type of campaign and capitalize off of that with all those alums that have succeeded and excelled in those ranks, I think that'll take our athletic department to a whole nother level.
I think another thing that we should do, that we can do, is with this. I think we have a great SID. Travis Jerome is going to be great for us. We really need to start a campaign, actually, seeing if we can reach out to them and we need to get them on camera, man, with those professionals. Create a video, tell your story, man. Put that out there. Get those professionals in front of a camera. Invest them time, energy, and money to, find a way to sit down with them. Let them tell their JSU story. This is my, this is my JSU story. You know what I mean? And it come from a perspective of those who started at Jackson State, and Jackson State was the vehicle that led, the vehicle that they rode into the professional perspective sport, man. That'll be dope.
Oh yeah. You started doing that, but you stopped, bro.
What'd you say?
You started doing that.
Started doing what?
Going sitting down with the athletes, let them tell their story.
Hey, stop. Who win? Angel, we on the way, baby.
You remember you did what was it, Dan Williams and some more?
Yeah. We got more to do. We did CJ. I told James and Zay, they both went through injuries, so we was trying to catch them while they was in their professional ranks. Corey said,
with Warren Newman as well.
We still definitely got to sit down with him. We didn't catch Warren while he was playing. Now we got Nugget in Dallas. We got to figure out a game. We might have to roll up there, man. We have to pull up, sit down with him and talk to him, man, or get him on the screen, one of the two.
And Ken, I think you had Casey Terry on as well at one point.
We had him on Tiger Talk.
Yeah, that was
good. Casey Terry and Robert Kent.
Nice.
Talking about
you had Robert
Shador was about to break the record.
So yeah, Casey Terry on Tiger Talk and and Superman on Tiger Talk?
Yep, at the same time, bro.
Man, I think I had Sylvester Morris on mine. I'm trying to figure out. I need some more. I need to get some more people. Nah, but I mean,
There you go.
it's a
There
great
you go right
campaign.
here, Jerome.
Oh yeah, but even looking at Casey, what he's done since he left Jackson State, he's still considered, of course, a professional athlete, winning all those championships and kind of being like a household name, I guess, in that country he plays in. I think it's Germany. Uh, we got to tell these stories, you know. So if I can help with that, most of these guys are on social media; they're pretty active. Just tagging them to some type of hashtag or something. I think that'll be a dope campaign.
Yeah, I like it. Margo, welcome. What's up, brother? So retro and what's happening, big dog? Look like you on the road, man.
Nah, I'm in the truck, man. That's a long story. I'll share it with y'all later.
No, you good.
But well, I actually wasn't trying to break up y'all discussion. I kind of
Oh,
joined
no.
to.
You good. You good, man. You good. However whatever direction you want to go, man. I'm just happy to see folks jump on the screen, man.
Well, y'all was having a good one, man. I was just kind of gonna talk about my experience at the spring. Hey, you gotta see my face. Like, can you be quiet?
This dude.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna turn my lights off.
Hey, you can just turn your camera off. Long we can hear you, bro. We good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, though, I'm gonna say this right here, man. I absolutely, I said it in chat with her, but I absolutely love the aggression of Coach Quinn, man. Now, Ken, you've been spoke on this about the football knowledge of Coach Quinn.
Yep.
Now, this ain't Tiger Nation. This ain't no shot at Coach Bradley. This ain't none of that. Philosophies are different. I understand that, but his philosophy in terms of what I seen at the spring game, I love it because it's not that I'm gonna sit back and wait on you to come to me type of thing. It's like, no, I'm in your face. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Read and react.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the things he often talks to us about, well, he's always kind of, the little bit that he shared. I won't give all this stuff, but he liked players that can think the game, and players that he feel like, if thinking is not the thing that they do best, and on the read and react, you got to put them in a position or put them in a different position, put them in a different position and put them in a different position, if you get what I'm saying. So it's he knows the game, man. I like his mindset. Just standing over there, I stood at the spring game. I stood on both sides, and I just kind of shut up and just observe. I don't really say much when I'm there. I just pay attention to the little different nuances here and there. But that side of the ball, man, is fiery as hell because you got a lot of young coaches. That whole side is young.
Aggressive.
Very aggressive. So when you start, check this out. You got the defensive coordinator, who's a young, fiery coach. You got Javancy Jones, who's outside linebacker coach and special teams coordinator. We know he's young. You got Coach Mario, the DBs. He's a young coach. You got Coach Callie James. He's a young coach. And then you have, the analysts that are working. We're going to hire a linebackers coach. So what you get is you get a lot of youthful energy, aggression, you know what I'm saying, tenacity. And it's like they want to, they be so fired up, they almost be wanting to go out there and put them pads on themselves. And I love that because we need that. I think we need that. And I think you're going to see a lot of that translate to the field. And it just is what it is. All those guys are different voices. Think about it. The DBs are hearing a different voice primarily now. The interior linemen are hearing a different voice primarily now. The linebackers are going to hear a different voice. Shucks, man. I mean, it's an entirely different defensive staff now. So that may lead to some changes. It is what it is, you know. But at the end of the day, the dark side gotta show up, man. We gotta have that dark side defense ready to go and take something. We stayed on the field entirely too long on some drives. We just felt like a lot of times last year we were just hoping to get off the field. I was watching our defense. It was like, damn, man, third and 9, you sitting there holding your breath saying, please don't let them get the first down. TD?
And a lot of time they did.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say, look, we ain't sugarcoating it. It was what it was.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right about that, Ken. Now, of course, I checked out the offense. I was never really worried about the offense because I felt like we had, even with last year, I felt like we had the pieces to do what we need to do. Even when you can see a lack of execution on certain stuff, I was like, okay, well, it's first year, etc., whatever. I can somewhat deal with that. It pissed me off sometimes, but a lot of times. But I can still somewhat deal with it, you see. But it was just certain fundamental things that, of course, like I just said, or matter of fact, we all just spoke about that just seen in the spring game, like one thing, and you spoke on this, Ken, last year. One thing that absolutely hurt us, especially in the games that we lost, which was the tackling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, I'm seeing what Quinn doing, and how is not necessarily saying it's gonna work like this, but how it's formatted. Even just hypothetically, even if that first guy missed, man, I seen dang near 2 or 3 other guys there too. All 4 of them ain't gonna miss me, So it was like, okay, well, yeah, I like this. I like this. Jacobian look good. I'm excited about Zai to see where he go, in terms of his development. I love Zai. And Ethan Terrell, and y'all, for the ones who didn't make it to the spring game, I can assure you, hopefully that young brother stay around. But that man is the future, bro. Tell you, he can deliver it, man.
Him, bro. Yeah, we that's one of them. That's one of them kids you definitely want to stay put along with his old lineman. I'm big on his old line. Of course you got Quay there and Devin Love and Ziggy. I actually got Devin Love projected to start, in my opinion.
At guard.
Yep, that's just my honest take. That goes back to the brother that was in the chat earlier talking about the 3-star, 4-star kids that come in. They're not coming in to sit, but they got to earn it though. Make us prove to us that them stars, they got it right. So, but Ethan Terrell, you're right, Margo. I think he gonna be special, man. This is what I love when I see young kids, man. When I see young cats on the field and they on the field with upperclassmen, I measure the gap, because if that gap not far off, that means that their upside is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't scared, man. He's not scared. I think he got some special to him. He do. He got some special to him. We got to see it through though. But when
Sir Retro, what didn't you like about the offense?
It's a good question.
Somebody this past spring or last year?
Spring. Well, I mean, hopefully the issue that we were concerned with the offense has moved along.
Oh, no. Spring, I wasn't really focused on the offense like that because, as I said, from what I seen last year, I didn't say this part, but the main thing I did say was like execution and I would say play calling. But I always felt like we had the pieces to move the ball up and down the field. We showed that against, even with the atrocious start that we had against FAM, which had a good defense.
Mhm.
And the fact that we had like over 400 some yards against Alabama State, something like that. So we was moving the ball, you know. It was just key moments where to break down some type of way. And like I said, it could have been play calling or execution, things of that nature. So I never was really absolutely just pressed about the offense. I wanted to see better, but I understood that we had pieces for it to get better. So I can deal with that somewhat. My issue was the defense specifically because it was a multitude. I mean, even if we go back to like the Alabama State game, what it was like the second or third, the first, second, or third play of the game, where Damian Stewart threw a bomb to Keyshawn Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
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 I don't like seeing stuff like that, especially after you just seen years prior an extremely aggressive defense where a quarterback of that magnitude, we're not talking about a world beater here. We ain't even getting that off.
Yeah.
His
But
face in the dirt. That was me.
another
Okay,
thing.
go ahead, Doc.
I'm about to. There's another thing I didn't like as far as on defense. We didn't swarm to the ball on defense a lot last season. That's something that I did not see. Like, of course, when you miss tackles, you know what I'm saying. It's like you grab them, and then it seems like they just get up out your out your grasp. But once you grab them, man, like it should have been like three. It should have been like 3 or 4 defensive players swarming to that. You know what I'm saying? Swarming to that to the ball carrier. To me, like every play. Um, and then another thing, like as far as with the offense from last season, it was too predictable. Like I it was times, man, I'm sitting at the house, bro, and I'm looking, we on the far hash, we on the far right hash, and we throwing a stop route. Going on a stop route, and you throwing from the far left, far side of the field. And it was easily, I'm like, if the cornerback was just sitting there, it would be easily just snatched out the air and taken to the house. That's some things that I, like I said, that I didn't like as far as with the offense. But of course, running the ball was going to be the mainstay for us because that basically just kind of eased up on our, the offensive lineman because you could just mow a guy into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be a heavy emphasis in this offense this year, running the ball. Having a O-line coach from Texas Southern that was, pretty damn good at, getting, I guess, having a line that created lanes, having a deep running back room. I think we gonna feed them backers, man. Not linebackers. We're gonna feed the backs the ball. And from what Coach TC basically said is that what they want to do from an offensive standpoint is just give the quarterbacks everything that they need, man, to not – all they got to do is just go out there and execute. They don't really have to go out there and be special. You know what I'm saying? You get them all the talent. You surround them with talent, guys that can catch the ball, get some yak, and you give them a slew of running backs that could, make some shake. They can break some tackles, and you got a big, aggressive offensive line. Still waiting to get a commitment from a couple of old linemen that we are recruiting, and still got to get everybody in. Once everybody's in there, man, and we ready to rock and roll, and now we're gonna see what we're working with. Dan, they were ranting and raving about Cam James, man. He came back in better shape. They said he had a really good spring. He's starting right now, and he actually did not let it go. He got in. He had better conditioning. He wasn't, He wasn't blowing up his top, you bad conditioning, always doing, but he held his own, man. So that's a good sign. He was damn near probably on his way out the door. And I'll say it this way. This is what was conveyed to us. Sometimes people look at a coach and be like, oh man, that coach is a little different than the coach I was with, but it's different coaching styles. Coach Manning is more of a teacher, explainer. He has a different temperament. Cam James responded to Coach Manning. He wasn't really responding to J.O. J.O. was intense. You know what I mean? He was always up down their throat. He was going up one side, down. He's a real intense coach, great coach. But every player doesn't respond to that coaching style. Same player, different coach, different results.
And that's definitely going to have to be key for what the expectation for the quarterback is, because they definitely want them to go through their reads and make sure that they get the ball out their hands. In order to be able to go through the progression of the reads, you have to have time. So there's the offensive line, as we all know, definitely going to have to be the key for the success of whomever at the helm, at quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a good point. Extremely mundane, predictable, didn't make depth. Brother Al B, for sure. It was like that, but we moved on. J. Mart Johnson got drafted by the Vikings. Yes, he did. And they didn't have everybody. They just had quite a few. J. Mart is definitely one of them. That's true. Since the 2000s, I mean, I don't even think we got everybody. Everybody's not in that photo, but it was just a good handful of photos. I mean, athletes in that photo. So, but no, man, we got some good anticipation. I think we're winding down the year, getting ready to go into commencement, and it'll slow up, and then we'll see what the portal does and kind of go from there. That's really all I really am just kind of watching. But who we see get on campus and who we see put them pads on in June and July, whenever, that's when we're going to know who we really going to war with. The portal is one way, but there's another way to it. We got a lot of kids that's going to be committing and coming in. Don't forget, in May you got the May grads from JUCO. That's another signing day metric. I would say a different phase. You got the May grads, and then you got kids that are graduating from their prospective FBS schools, and then they'll be in the portal already, but then they'll start looking for a home or what have you. So. That's how Irv Mulligan was. That's how Jacoby and Morgan was. That's how it all, you have several of them that's like that. So we'll see. We'll see what comes here. We'll see who. I'm excited about the new Tigers that'll be in the room.
I want to ask you, Ken, just to pivot a little bit. Now,
okay,
I'm not on Twitter, so I don't be knowing none of the foolishness that be going on. So y'all tell me. I'm ready for basketball. See, I'm already ready for basketball. See, college, I don't watch pros, none of that. I'm already ready for college basketball to come back around.
Yeah.
Specifically, can you kind of has it been put out there who Coach Tamika and Coach Mo been recruiting? Now I already know about the specifically with Mo. I already know about the 3 Mississippi guys. Especially one in Ridgeland, the one in Yazoo, and the other young, I think he like 6'6", 6'7", something like that. That guard, I think he's South Mississippi. Yeah, I already know about them. But
McMillan,
yeah. Is there anybody else that's out there? And I like that he going for them bigs, some the big slim guys that can get up and down the floor. You see, and be fast. Have you seen any more of that going on?
They got a big in mind that's not I don't want to give out who they recruiting, but I do know specifically they do have a big in mind that they're recruiting. They are in it's a portal kid. Is been in college a couple years. He'll be great for us. Big body, 6'9", 6'10" ish. Can play inside, can play the 5, let Mansell play the 4. That ideally they want Mansell to play the 4. More of a finesse style big, and you put more of another big body next to him. He was on campus this past weekend, and we'll see what happened. I don't know. I got to follow back up with the coaches. I think you would like, we reel him in with the roster that we have. We already had a guard that was spent some time over at Colin from your high school, Kawandrick. He's coming in 6'3", kind of combo guard, 12, 5, and 5 statistically. So you see Avon Johnson coming back from Colin. But they want to go into kind of the off season with like 3 scholarships left, so they can really kind of add some specific pieces. That's the approach that they're going to take with this team. So how they utilize it, I don't know, but for the most part, what they have already is going to be really good, man. They got a really good roster that they put together, man. You know what I'm saying? And now when it comes to Coach Tamika Reed, I know of one player. I won't say her name, but she's definitely recruiting. You got Daphne returning, so you can expect Daphne to be our starting center. But look for her to add some a 4 that's going to provide some defense and rebounding. That tidbit of that defense and rebounding that we're losing with Angel, she's going to replace that. She's starting right there. She definitely got some guards that she's looking at in the portal that she's going to try to bring in. So they take their time when they build their rosters up, man. But I met one young lady when I was over at the school on last week, and she'll be a great addition to the returning squad that we have coming in. So I just won't give out names because it's recruiting. We want to give the edge. You know, people watching. We got 727 people still watching us. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you join the channel, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, man. So we give out all that. I see you, bro. We actually only gonna be on about another 7 minutes anyway. We'll end it at the 2:30 mark. TD, I think TD about to jump off anyway. But no, man, that's what I see. I'm excited too, bro. I think we're gonna have. My early assessment is Jack State gonna win the SWAC in men and women's basketball next year. They say, that's Ken Evans blue and white glasses on. No, I'm just telling you, I believe that wholeheartedly. You asked me about the men last year, I'm like, we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? But keeping it a buck,
that's what I want to ask you. Go ahead, TD.
No, I was about to say we had a chance for a lot of the injuries. You know, the injury bug kicked in too, Ken. I mean,
well, I meant after the season got started, and I was looking at the team. Of course, if you tell me going into the season, you think you got Deshaun Ruffin and Romello Mansell. You know, you think you got those players, but Romello played one game, half a game, and
he was done for the rest of the season.
He was done. They pulled the plug on him, so he's healthy now. Him on the court with Deshaun Ruffin and these young studs coming in, we still got a chance to get Ken Evans back. We don't know. We ain't gonna stop recruiting him just because people here in the portal and kids, they folks offering the money, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a chance, man, to really especially with this big that they trying to bring in. I like this big, man. I'll talk to you in the platinum chat, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
But I want to ask you this though, and it may be tough, but I want you to answer truthfully. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you had the opportunity to let's just say if you specifically in 80, not just hypothetical, right?
Okay.
With the level and achievements that the basketball, men's and women's, can achieve, opposed to the football, which one would you specifically invest in more, not necessarily cutting off the other, if that makes sense?
I do. I've already gave that example. I mean, what I would
Oh, okay.
do. Yeah, no. I'll just reiterate it, and I would start with basketball, simply because football, in order to get where we got it, where we want to be with football, it's going to take some major money and resources, man. I don't know if we're looking to renovate the vet or spend any money in that area. I like the idea of us one day, leaving that, you know, selling off our rights to that place and getting a stadium on campus. That feels like a pipe dream almost right now. But on campus facilities is important, man, with the addition to newer dorms, renovations with housing from the university standpoint. Beautifying the campus, in my opinion, is primary. He's already doing a great job adding scoreboards. You got the football facility. You got no, we didn't. We got about $450 to go on the goal. So my point is, the AAC is nice looking on the outside. I love the outside look of it. It's dope, in my opinion. If I had the money, I'd invest $10 million my damn self. I want to gut that motherfucker. I ain't lying to you, bro. I want to see because Jackson is a basketball city. It's still a basketball city. We love our football, though. Don't get it twisted. We love our football, but man, we are a basketball city. And my gosh, man, that scoreboard feels like, we've done some good stuff over there, but it almost feels like we bought a luxury car, living in the hood though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. We park in the Ferrari in Brown Bottom, dog. I'm gonna use my hood as an example because I don't want to make nobody feel no type of way. But if it was me, I would love to see the AAC just gutted, man. Renovated, new, entirely new layout with the seating, new floors, new rims, new goals. I want suites in that thing, new concessions, all that, bro. I would roll out with that because that is going to be. You want an entertainment experience. That's what Mo talked about when he was on. You want that experience. You want, and I'm gonna tell you, man, these young folk like new stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having state of the art. I'm putting Wi-Fi up in that thing so they can go up in that thing, interact. I'm putting a social media wall up in that thing so they can go and take their folks, take their pictures and post it on their social media sites. I want them to check in when they're in that thing, blast it all over your social media, make them excited about that, bro. We got to get the campus life up to par. Make them want to, man. We need Jack State basketball, the most happening thing in the city when the basketball is being played. Everybody trying to get up in that thing. That's what I would do, straight up. And I promise you will reap the rewards from it. I trust and believe you will, because that's all. Like Mississippi College shouldn't have a better facility than us. There's a Division III school. And I get, I'm not knocking Mississippi College. It is what it is. I'm just saying, like, to not put anybody else down, but to renovate that bad baby would be cool, man. And I'm serious, man. I would come up with all kind of different ideas, man, and have that thing rocking and rolling, man. Show the hell would.
I thought you mentioned something about them possibly redoing the AAC.
Well, I'm sure that's on the docket for the AD to do at some point. It definitely would be. Appreciate the donation, bro. We hit our goal, man, with bro hitting sending the remaining of that balance, man. So thank you to everybody that did donate. Man, but TD, I'm gonna be excited about that. And I say that I'm gonna tell you why I say that now. And I'm gonna say this, and we'll get ready to close this thing out. I spent a lot more time this year going to basketball games, and I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the vibe when we were winning and that thing was rocking, the DJs and the boom, and it was dope, man. It was just a great time. It was a great time, and I just kept saying, "Boy, imagine if we did X, Y, Z, how much better it could be." I firmly believe that it could be even more better if we see that, because it's gonna be some folks. Man, you see how excited folks got about that scoreboard, man. People would love that. That scoreboard dope. But just imagine if you put more new stuff up in that thing. People coming to see it. Just they got a new man. They got the, and then you make a big fuss about it. Hell, WJ, all the radio stations got to pull up. All the news stations got to pull up. Bring the city out, man. We bringing the whole city out to Jackson. And guess what? We inviting the whole city to come check out our new facility on Jackson State campus. Come check it out. While you're there, we're gonna talk to you about season tickets. Cause we got to pay for this motherfucker now. Hey, now I need you to buy these tickets. I need y'all to pack this thing out. And I'm gonna put Wi-Fi in the hell. Wi-Fi don't cost that much. Man, get the best Wi-Fi you can possibly get. It's a monthly bill, and let folk know when they in the venue and they there. Hey man, you can pull up, you can get on social media, you can do all that good stuff, man. Just telling you what I know. We got an architect right there on the campus, Austin Robinson. Got a degree in architect. He can design Austin can draw a blueprint for your whole house. He can design a house from scratch. I told him, I said, hey man, what I told him to do was, hey, while you at it, go ahead and draw up the blueprint for a new venue and then just put it in front of them, man. Absolutely. You got to have them concerts in that bad baby, man. Man, I had all that stuff, man. State of the art, $10 million, man. I think something to that effect, 10 to 15 million. It really don't, I mean, in today's time, there really ain't a lot of money when you're talking about a business investing in their stuff. Man, we need a couple of sponsors. We need some private donors. We need a real serious push. And we need to get some corporate partners, man. Not necessarily corporate partners, but get some of these famous folk, man. Hey, man, we need everybody to put in $1 million, man. We need $1 million groups. Donate to the school, man. Put that work in. Go make it happen. Raise that money. And let's make it happen, man. 2025, we should have a brand new AAC. If I'm just talking, I ain't saying that. Listen, folks, I ain't got no intel on nothing. I'm not telling y'all what's coming down the pipe. Bro asked the question, and that's what I would do. Because here's what you do know. Hell, if we do stay at the vet, at least you know on campus, it's rocking on campus now. Campus got to be rocking, man. I want everything on campus to be beautiful, bro. That's what I want. The campus to be dope. That's the point. That's how you win. The vet is the vet. You maintain that motherfucker. You ain't that thing too big, bro, to try to do something with that. That's too big that's too rich for our pockets. I'm going all in on the AAC, dog. All in. They already got new locker rooms and all that type of stuff. He's already been doing some great stuff over there. So now a court ain't really that much. You put a new court in that thing, but you get some new seating, you know. If you got to incorporate something, keep some stuff that's there, you can just make it look like whatever it needs to look like. It's amazing what paint can do. Paint, you know, but I would gut it. I would gut it though. That's what I would do if I was in that position and if I had the money to. That's what I would do. Anything else, bro? You're on mute if you're talking, dog. Margo, you got anything else? I can't hear you. Question, what would need to be done to get multiple people to donate millions to the university to get this done? Man, it's going to take some serious fundraising. We got to get outside the box. We got to go knock down some doors. Hell, call Mackenzie Scott, goddammit. Somebody get Mackenzie Scott on the phone and tell Mackenzie that we need a bag over in Jackson, man. Margo, I can't hear you, bro. You might have to go out and come back in. But I'll drop the link. Anybody else want to come up before we close this out? Again, I appreciate y'all for being on with us, man. This will be our only show this week, live show. We won't have a live show. And I appreciate you guys for affording me the opportunity to step away this week to lay my niece to rest with my family. I'll start navigating my way back to Jackson this week. And then what we'll do is we'll have a great homegoing celebration for her. My emotions have been all over the place. Today's been a good day, but I know that as the week get closer, it'll be kind of tough for me to get on the screen. So we're gonna bow out of shows this week, but we will go live if needs be. But it won't be in this type of setting. So JSU alum is leading Tuskegee. They have been getting bags of money. Hey man, what said, would you allow Ed Reed and Ray Lewis to help as coaches? My question to you is simple. Why do y'all always bring up Ed Reed and Ray Lewis? If they want to donate money, they can donate money. Send them the link. That's what I would say. Send them the donation link. We're not turning down any money, but we don't have we're not looking at this point in time. That's not an opportunity for them from a coaching standpoint or nothing like that. But if they want to donate to the university, they can. Go ahead, Margo. What you got, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that specifically with the vet, I think one thing that is really just go ahead, set it off, and you could probably leave it alone at that point, is if you upgrade the press box. Now with the AAC, I'm absolutely with you. Bring the seats closer to the floor,
Yep.
and make it a true basketball arena.
I want the fans on their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Collins, we not interested in them as coaches, brother. We don't have any openings. This is what's a no. I want you. I mean, let me say this. In respect to you and that other dude who be on every freaking platform talking about Ed Reed, to me it comes off as if you guys have an obsession with them. I actually am a fan of both guys as players, but in no business do you get to talk over the person that's already enrolled. We don't have an opening. We don't have an opportunity. If Ray Lewis want to come be the linebacker coach, he can come be the linebacker coach. We love to have him as linebacker coach if he's interested in doing that. But we have a head coach, and we're not getting rid of our head coach to go the celebrity route anymore. We've already done that. We were the innovators when it came to that. I don't want to speak ill of him. Ed Reed had an opportunity at Bethune-Cookman, and he squandered that opportunity. Now Raymond Woody's over there, and they've moved on, and they looked like they're faring pretty well over there. So you don't get to skate past what transpired. He had an opportunity, and he ruined that for himself by doing whatever he did. I'm not going down that road again, but let's not act like that he wasn't given and afforded an opportunity. He was. So if they want to donate to the university, we have a donation link. They can submit monies, and we love to receive their money if that's what they're looking for. But we don't have an opening except for linebacker coach. All right, that's all I got on that. And I love Ray Lewis. He's my favorite player. One of my favorite players of all time. I was the biggest Ray Lewis fan ever because I played the linebacker position. I love his intensity, love everything about him. But the whole conversation about them being coaches, it just comes off as very I'll just leave it at that. I said enough. Go ahead, bro. Let's rock.
Yeah, well, Ken, I'm actually the opposite. I hated Ray Lewis. Back when I was watching NFL, I was a Steelers fan, so I have no love for that guy.
Yeah, I was a fan, bro. I was a big fan of Ray Lewis, dog. I was, man. Ed Reed
But
too. I love the damn Ravens, man. I was a big, I just love that team. T Sizzle, you know what I'm saying? All of them, dog. Yeah, man. But
hey,
no,
but at the end of the day, like you say, if they want to sign up by the for the buy folder campaign, the link is open. Matter of fact, them high earning guys right there, they can sign up for the buy 100,000 campaign. Go ahead. Hey,
they can,
I accept it. You
man.
know,
They definitely
but
can. We appreciate them, you know.
mhm, mhm. But
If they
all in
donate,
all,
but go ahead.
like you were saying, brother, you know, it's just getting back into what the city is really based on, uh,
Yeah,
and which you gotta kind of be from here to know, and which, like you just spoke earlier, you know, if you from here, you know that Jackson is really a basketball city. It always has been, you know. Um, and so that's is something. Now, of course, you know, most of us played football coming up. Football was actually my first love, you know. And hey, you know when they be making those memes about that was the play that created another basketball player, you
that was
know.
me.
That was me.
That was me. That concussion. Well, I got a concussion that was so bad. The Joker, look, I lost my hearing and everything. The world went black and white. Shit. After that, I said, yeah, that basketball show look attractive over there. And
Oh
listen,
yeah.
here's what's crazy about it. That happened, man. I played in the Coach Carter League, man. Coach Carter, Lake Hico, man. We played football in Jackson, bro. It was
Mm-hmm.
man. We loved it, man. And
Mm-hmm.
but now, dog, it was basketball was the wave though. I mean, when you leave a Merrill High School and go to Madison Central, now out in Madison Central, football was everything. Basketball was second. But in Jackson, man, we were 0-11 on the football field at Merrill. But the basketball team was where all the talent was at, where everybody was more so focused on. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
It says
it's just
would
something that
be
go ahead,
better.
Keith.
Said, would an incoming freshman be better if joining the team in the summer instead of running the risk of getting cut in the spring? No, there's no freshman getting cut early. No, none of the freshmen that have come in have gotten cut. That hadn't happened. I don't think that's necessarily an issue. If they come in, what's going to happen is freshmen that want to be on the most freshmen are going to say they want to play. That's where the JUCOs will come in and let them know, hey, you can play, or some schools would guarantee that they'll be on the field. Just all depending on who they are. Everybody doesn't have that same cachet, Charles. Chuck, man, it ain't everybody doesn't have that same pool. You got to be like that in order to really go in and say, look, I'm and if you like that, then you know they probably gonna be able to get a bag. And if you get a bag, you'll be more willing to go, you know, sit or whatever the case may be. So, but the ones that if you use the players that have entered the portal, you got Noah and you got Bruce. They were with us last year. They've been with us a whole year. They just redshirted. So, a true freshman, it wouldn't matter if they came in the spring or actually coming in the spring gives them an advantage. So I would have to say that the players who came in early, the Ethan Terrells, the Devin Love, the Ziggy, they came in. I would feel like they would have a slight edge just from a camaraderie standpoint, learning the system, adjusting. I would say they have an edge over the players that are coming in June, because the ones that are coming in June, they now have to adjust to college life. The kids that have come in the spring have been able to get to the school and get adjusted in time. And I ain't gonna say in time, but they're ahead of the curve. So it's advantageous to come in the spring. I don't think coming in the summer is going to change anything, because nobody that comes in the spring is getting sent to the portal unless they do something unethical or just cuss the coach out or something, or just decide they want to leave. it got to be a choice that they make, you know. So I don't see that happening. Thank you, Ms. Val. I appreciate that. So it'd be cool if we get the city gyms and trainers to come to the table and form a collective. Places like the NBA, Air Base, and other gyms to put money behind the school. Yeah, it sounds good. You know, it sounds good. There's a lot of money out there, man. There's a lot of money out there that we just kind of got to get creative in whatever type way that we can when it comes to fundraising. You know,
well, I say specifically with like NBA and air base and stuff like that, you know, probably more so about getting certain people on the scene in those spaces, especially now when AAU kicking off. Matter of fact, I was just at NBA, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. I couldn't even get in there. Mind you, I ain't been in no gym in 5 years. But I was trying to go up there to see what was going on. You know, I finally back in town, drive trucks, whatever it may be. And man, when I mean, it was pretty much like it was when I was a child, you know, around this time, cars everywhere. You can't get no open court, you know, to hoop because it's a massive tournament going on. You got to get people in there, you know, even if you just wearing uh, the university regalia, you know, to make it seem etc. So because we do have a recognizable brand, you see, and just go in there and like I said, just make yourself seen, talk to different people, etc. You know, and continue to push what we got going on, you know, to eventually trickle down to the university. NBA is an air base. I think is a great place, or where are great places to do that. Maybe it'll probably go to the Arc as well. You know, I think that that gym opened up, and I know a lot of people that's going over there now. You know, but just working with, I know Jeff. Jeff is the owner of a NBA. Just working with them, you know, to see exactly what type of collaborations you can do to include the university, how it can help the university, how it can help NBA, etc. It's all about partnerships with that right there, man. And I think it'll benefit from there, you know, just depending on how you structure it.
I'm thinking more so, you know, corporate sponsors kind of kicking the tires and see what type of partnerships we got. You know, with we branded by Under Armour. You know, see what we can get from over there with the branded athletes. You know, it's a lot that we could do. Albie, some are. There's some opportunities there too. I just think that for what I'm talking about, I think to get there where we're trying to go a lot quicker, I want to kind of touch some of the spaces that's not touching us right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for outside the box type opportunities, and just getting creative with it. I don't know. They may already have a lot that's working on that they're doing. They look like they're doing pretty good to me. We keep getting all types of new stuff. AD doing his thing, so I'm sure there's opportunities, man. That there's partnerships that he's building, and we may see a campaign come down the pipe soon. Never can tell. We got a new president in place, and he got some things that he trying to get done. I'm excited about what I'm hearing. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But that's my take on it, though. That's my take on it, man. I think the sky's the limit for JSU, and we're moving in the right direction. I really do. So I think the best is yet to come, man. If they decide to start a campaign, we got to be ready, willing, and able to give. I said it ain't gonna be a success, but you know, I don't think they want to. I don't think that's a campaign you stress your donors from. We already don't have everybody. Everybody's not donating like that. So, and then those that do, they give all that they can, and you're not going to be able to really pull that in. Anytime you, just from the fundraising we've done, to really hit that next level, you got to get in some dollars and touch some spaces that you're not already touching. Because I can guarantee you, everything that they touching, they already getting, they're doing what they can to get something from them. So when you're talking about going into investing on that level, yeah, that's going to require some major partnerships. You know, some of them deals kind of similar to the football practice field and the weight room renovations and all that type stuff. So Tiger Fund is doing some great things, but the JSU by 40 is you know, he talked about all the alums we have, and you know, if everybody signed up for that, you know, that campaign has been out there. But one thing I would suggest for those, you know, from a university standpoint, is provide an update on the JSU by 40. Let everybody know where we at. You know, are we doing terrible? We doing good? Create some urgency, you know, create something, you know, other than whatever we've been doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right about that. I would actually like to know where we are. But you know, I mean, for once, there's it's just looking to get into something that's, in my opinion, may be one of the best things you can get into. I've broken them numbers down. You know, if you just sign up for that alone, that's literally like $10 a week. You know, I'm not in the business to count nobody's pockets. You know, but just being frank, you kind of messed up off $10 a week. You know, so then you probably don't need to be giving nothing because you need to be working.
No,
Just being
no,
real, you know.
there's a way to do it. I mean, you gotta break them numbers down. You gotta over communicate. You gotta over communicate, and you gotta over communicate and emphasize. Keep putting it in the face of folks. Break it down to the nitty gritty, to where the last person in the classroom can understand it. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if that's just, you do the math on it. So my thing, yeah. Let me just see something real quick. You said $10 a week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you right now, dog. 19,231 loans.
Okay.
So if you had 20,000 people did the JSU by 40, 20,000 people do the JSU by 40. $520 a week. That's 10.4 million. But my point is that everybody's not going to just do that. Some will do more. But the reality of it is, if you break it down like that, you gotta, first of all, you gotta reach 10,000. You gotta make sure that you can touch that many. It's cool to say we got 50,000, but how in tune are we with that 50? Can we touch half of them? Can we just stop? You know, they say, okay, we got 50, but we're trying to reach 25,000 of them. How do we reach them 25,000? And can you get them 25,000 to commit to, probably not, you know, $10 a week, but if you can commit to a $500 donation. Now, if you don't have it right away, you can break that down and do it bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, whatever makes sense for you. Man, that's a Netflix. I mean, that ain't Netflix, but that, hell, if you got the package, that's a $40 a month is I don't even think you can get nothing right now for $40. What can you get $40 a month? Netflix ain't that high. I guess
Yeah,
Netflix,
you get
Hulu.
Netflix.
But I'm saying Netflix, Hulu, ESPN Plus, all in one is about $40 a month, I would say, give or take.
Gym membership at Planet Fitness.
There you go. There you go. Something like that, you know. But There's a way to do it, dog. There's a way to do it. We just got to be over communicate. I saw a video out there with Maya Crump pushing that JSU by 40 today. That's pretty dope. I like that. Shout out to Maya for that. Appreciate Maya for promoting the channel. She promoted the KC-1400 media platform, and man, I appreciate that. You know. But this is a dope idea, Albie. Perhaps a dedicated link, JSU centric social media. Man, you gotta let people see it. They gotta get behind that. If you're pushing for a number, put that number in front of them and let that rolling tally be, and it'll make people be excited about it. I believe so. But I'm not saying that as if they don't have some things probably already in the works, but we'll see. We'll see. But bro, man, as always, it's been good having you on, man. We're gonna shut it down at the 3-hour mark. We've got about 3 minutes left. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, bro, I'm good, man. I'm gonna wait on to the next one.
Yeah, man. Y'all stay tuned to the channel, man. We'll go live when we get a chance. If something comes up between now and Wednesday, might do a short live. It may not be, it won't be in this type of setting, but it very well could be. Just depending on what happens. Stay tuned. I ain't saying it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Whatever. If something comes up and we need to talk about it, we'll drop a video, man. We'll drop a video. We may go live. We'll be fluid this week. But again, I appreciate all the support. Appreciate everybody for the prayers and the love and all the support they've given me and my family. Thank you guys for supporting this platform. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. We're going to keep this thing going to the next level, man. So stay tuned, man. Be on the lookout for the communication for our next show. More than likely it'll be next Monday. If I can go on Friday, I will go on Friday. I don't know. But thank you to everybody that did donate to the men's basketball donation. We hit our $10,000 mark. So we're going to definitely link up with the basketball collective and put our money in the pot and be a part of that thing so we can continue to grow that and we can do some big things for men's basketball. Of course, you know, women's basketball, we collected that as well. I had a chance to meet with Coach Tamika Reed, and we have a plan for those resources. So I'm happy. Great show tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we appreciate the support. And if you guys are new, like I said, if you haven't joined the channel, join the channel, man. We definitely appreciate the support. We need the support. Keep this thing going at a high level, man. So again, we'll be back soon. See you guys on the up and up. Thank you. As always, it's D y'all love. Go Tigers, baby. And before we close out, we got a quick word from one of our sponsors. Good night, everybody.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.